What's good in the city? Come kick it with your brother Frank Nitty, yeah. What's good in the city? Tell me, baby. Come fade with your brother Frank Nitty. What's good in the city? Come chill with your brother Frank Nitty, yeah. What's good in the city? Tell me, baby. Come kick it with your brother Frank Nitty. Woody woo woo. Daddy, 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 daddy. What up, dog? What it do? Woody woo woo. Daddy long stroke. Frank Nitty. Two T's, like two titties. Woody woo woo. Daddy, 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 daddy. Daddy long stroke. What up, dog? What it do? Woody woo woo. Daddy long stroke. You already know how we get it. D-City, baby. Straight gritty, no pity. Woody woo woo. Daddy, 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 daddy. Daddy long stroke. CWG. What up, dog? What it do? I can't see everybody because I got the sun coming directly in my eyes. And the last time it did this, how that saying go? Oh, we got some action. They popping off somewhere. I see the ambulance, the fire trucks, you know, the chief, the fireman chief. I see everybody taking off, man. It must be something popping off. But oh, here go the second truck. Yeah, it gotta be something popping off. I hope everybody's safe and good. You know, it's D-City life. Y'all already know how they get it. You know, the public officials, they do get worked hard. You know what I'm saying? This is a big ass city. And it's a lot of things that pops off within this city within a matter of minutes. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely gotta take our hats off to the public officials, such as the firemen, the popos when they do their job right, you know what I'm saying, and every other official when they got genuine genuine feelings and genuine being a genuine person to do their job the correct way. What up, though? What it do, man? Nitty, man. D-City, baby. You already know how we get it. I already told y'all, man. It's a woody whoop whoop day. If nobody caught my live last night, check that one out though. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody's splitting, coming from here and there, but I'm telling you right now, y'all crackheads need to get a little more intelligent, dog, when it comes to showing weapons. You can't show weapons, fool. You know what I'm saying? You gotta start. Then that's when you need to start showing proof. who the hell you are, where the hell that gun come from, you know what I'm saying, and what the hell you was carrying it for, you know what I'm saying? You need to start asking questions when you want to start brandishing guns and weapons and shit, real talk though. But anyway, $10 Tommy out here speaking some truth. He been up in that bottle of scotch. So I might just change the liquor bottle. You know what I'm saying? But I had that in my cabinet for like years ago, dog, because I don't drink. But I think I bought it from a head back in the days when the building was actually getting paid and cats was coming in here with their booster and acts and selling shit. You know what I'm saying? Galact, whatever. I bought it then though, dog. And yeah. So I thought I'd just throw it up there though, for like, you know, for a thumbnail. Cause $10 Tommy been in that scotch for sure, you know? He been in that scotch for sure. How I know $10 Tommy been in that scotch? Cause $10 Tommy loves to talk. That's when his honesty come out. That's when he truthful and honest. And you gonna hear it out his own mouth. He can't stop from being truthful. He tired of this shit. He tired of acting like the good man when he said he being stalked by, he said he being stalked by, one titty, he said they be having tattoos branded on their back, stinking like some doggone, what's that shit people be putting on them and shit to heal your pain, whatever though. He was dogging them, man. He was really disrespecting the elderly and anybody that has supported him, G. Anybody that supported him, he was disrespecting them and basically calling it out like he tired of this shit and he ain't finna do what everybody think he is no more. You know what I'm saying? He said he just finna be $10 Tommy, man, and just do his own damn show. So let's hear this fool, man. As he talk, and he can't stop though. $10 Tommy, baby. Frank Nitty, 2 T's, 2 titties. CWG show. Let's see if I can get it, man. This internet of mine, man. This phone, this internet, whatever, man. I'm gonna have to get some things popping on because it ain't working right.
It doesn't go last too long. It's a good spare.
Here we go.
Usually when I get these free micro SDs or SD cards with stuff, I use them to, like you, Dolly, when you wanted photos of the tree, I just put them on the SD card that I got for free somewhere and I gave it to you because it's not enough. Albert, when's the last time you took a vacation? How long ago? And where did you go? When's the last time you took a vacation? How long ago and where did you go? $27 years ago. Wow, huh? Well, how come you're not there right now? How come you're not there right now if you were there before, like I was in Detroit? I mean, I don't understand this question. I mean, just because you go someplace and you do something, does that mean you're supposed to be there all the time? Or like, go back? I mean, I got a zillion videos uploaded of Detroit. How many do people want? 2 zillion? Am I supposed to like spend the rest of my life there because I've got videos that people watched? I don't get this.
$10 Tommy finally trying to get smart? Or is that just the liquor talking? $10 Tommy finally using his head instead of his third leg? You know, that little wing you got between your thighs. You know, that little boy toy you got up in your little drawers. $10 Tommy finally using his head, y'all. Let's get it.
Flat Rock. Yeah, I saw White Underbelly. I've watched a couple of them. They're alright. I mean, I don't care what anybody else does on a channel, to be honest with you. And honestly, if you told me right now where there was someplace I could go and get 2 million views, I wouldn't do it if it didn't interest me. You know, YouTube has been great. I love it. I've got a lot of good friends I've met. But I don't use it like most people do. This isn't some big money grab, views, constantly promoting some bullshit. Not happening here. You know, I don't like tropical stuff, to be honest with you. I'm not into that, like pina colada, Caribbean horse shit, Hawaiian movies. I'd rather be in snow up to my balls with a brand new all-winter jacket and a nice camera. I'm not into like beaches and that kind of crap. I like cold, crazy snowstorms like in the Wall Drug parking lot.
Where you can meet hookers, and help hookers out, hand out gifts and clothes that was given to your ass. That's what you've been doing for the last couple years. Now you saying you don't want to do it no more. Now you saying that that ain't what you had installed for your show. Yeah, okay. I think you're feeling the heat, $10 Tommy. It's all right though. I think $10 Tommy finally feeling the heat.
Here's $81 on this beautiful Sunday, and I want you to spend it all on porn. So terrible. One guy at the post office, wife was fucking around, and it came with a credibility issue on whether she was lying or not. You don't get that kind of clue. It's just the same kind of. I mean, they wag their tail. I'm talking about facial expressions. And when that bird's just sitting on a wire, he's not just sitting on a wire. He's got a supercomputer of staying alive and staying alive. The all-time publication as far as sales go. They'd look at her and say she's nuts. I doubt that he did that. You can still go in there and order sandwiches, but because it's this air bonnet bullshit and these horses and bacon pies that everything they say has got to be true, it just goes to show you it's not. But they're all 18 and older, and it's not illegal. I don't care if you don't like it. Yeah, I know you want to kick their ass. Yeah, right. Bullshit.
This is when $10 Tommy was talking about the Amish. He was talking about when he got accused of looking at them little kids, them females, the little female Amish community. When he got accused and when he got pulled over by the popos. He claimed that he turned himself in though, but he actually got pulled over. They told him to bring his ass in or they was gonna come get his ass for watching them kids though. So check him out on this flow. Check out $10 Tommy handle this, man. And tell me this cat ain't on that scotch. Tell me he ain't on that scotch though.
Let's just skip the dinner. Let's just get your favorite Whatever you like. I'll get your favorite cologne. I'll stick a big cucumber in my shorts. I'll get your alcohol of choice. We'll just go get fucked up near the lake and pitch a tent. How's that for a date? Instead of all this other horse shit. Life is his ability to size things up in a second or two. It's the same thing with a deer, a raccoon, a bear. You don't catch it in their face, but that's a supercomputer running. They have to be that way or they wouldn't survive. And a dog is a descendant of a wild animal, and I believe that 100%. For sure. That dog knew something was up. Yeah, it'd be fun, Kyle. It'd be fun. I'd do it. I'd like to do that. We get together and just drink some dragon's milk. Do you like whiskey? It'd be fun. That's my idea of a fun date. I'll tell you a boring date where you just go out, you just talk about all this stupid shit, and then you leave. My idea of a good date would be like some dragon's milk, like go down by the lake where I take Daisy, just start drinking. I pray for that. Oh, thank you, Superwoman. Superwoman, I know you're a Bible toter too. Primal instincts, big time. Right on, Colleen. Yeah, I just say let's cut the bullshit. Let's just skip the dinner. Let's just get your favorite, whatever you like. I'll get your favorite cologne. I'll stick a big cucumber in my shorts. Get your alcohol of choice. We'll just go get fucked up near the lake and pitch a tent. How's that for a date? Instead of all this other horse shit. That sound good to you, Shaniqua? Really, I'm tired of all this bullshit. Yeah, Bugman. Hell yeah. It's like, oh, what do you like to do? I mean, read those dating profiles. I'm going to start a dating site where we're going to, the whole first page is what you like sexually. What turns you on, what doesn't. And then we'll get to that other shit about the fifth or sixth page about, you know, your religious beliefs, what your favorite color is, all that stupid shit. I think it's going to go blockbusters. The first page is about your sexual preference and what really turns you on, even if it's kinky or weird. And where you want to see a marriage ratio compared to this other bullshit scam these people are running. These people who will be getting married left and fucking right. Tom Reed's dating extravaganza. You might want to check your Bible at the door when you sign up for my site. You may be going to hell, but I'm telling you, it's going to be one hell of a good fun ride until you get there.
Didn't I tell you this cat was on that scotch? Didn't I tell you this cat couldn't stop? He running his chops. So we gonna let him run it though. Do your thing, $10 Tommy, cause you spilling it all, dog.
Guaranteed your money back. My dating package is gonna include a fifth of your favorite liquor, a couple giant rubbers, and a very expensive soft sleeping bag. Yep. Yeah, sorry about that, Buckman. I've had that happen before. I had to put 3 dogs to sleep in about a 2-month period. 2 of mine and my sister's. Yeah, thank you. That's a very good point, Frisky. That's an excellent point. You know, I never thought about that. So true. Why do they like hiking? You know, I think of these crazy things. I think, like, why do I do photos and video? And why do I drive like I do? And I think it's this distraction from going nuts.
He fucks me up though. He'll go from doing something nice, like saying something normal, like putting his dogs down and helping his sister put her dog down. For whatever reason, I'm not here to judge. But I know anytime you lose anything that you care about, you know what I'm saying, it's some feelings involved. So even for a dog, which he didn't have for these women's at all. He didn't have no type of sympathy for these women's at all on 4th Street, even some on Michigan. With his exploitation of interviews that wasn't necessary for no damn $10. But let's listen to $10 Tommy talk, because $10 Tommy man is running his mouth.
To be honest with you, that you got to be paying a little bit of attention. You got to be looking through a hole and pushing a button. And I think if I didn't do that, then my days would just be filled with going crazy again. I think that's why I do it. Now, if you ask me under normal circumstances, I like photography, this, that. Most people drive because to get to a place to do something, to eat, to work. Where I think it's enough of a distraction to me. That's my calling. But you're right on the hiking thing. All right, Colleen. I don't like hiking either. I think it sucks. I just don't like it. I like to hike to from the front section to the back section of adult video rental. And then after that, I like to hike to the liquor store and then hike back to my computer. That's my idea of hiking. I mean, I like nature, you guys know this, but not too much. I like to watch a squirrel eat a nut for about 30 seconds, and then I'm done with it. Yeah, I'd say I'm kind of retired. I mean, I keep threatening to work, but nobody will hire me. Yeah. I like the idea of it. I'm so far out of the work environment. I don't even think, I'm really terrible at everything. I don't think you'd want to hire me as a PI right now. Honestly, I haven't done a PI case in over 10 years. I'm so out of, I just...
You ain't done a damn PI case since you opened up a comic book, fool. $10 Tommy, I don't care what you can come up to prove what you done did. I know it's all comic book, fool. There's something about you that ain't real. Let's get it.
Canceled two database things that I've been a PI in for 3 years. I didn't want to use either one of them. It was costing me like $80 a month. I'm so out of the loop on PI stuff. It'd probably be like a black and white movie. No kidding. I wouldn't in good conscience charge anybody to do PI work because it would just be so terrible. One guy at the post office, wife was fucking around, and it came with a credibility issue on whether she was lying or not. I did it. I followed her around, but that was it.
You mean you stalked her? You mean you poured the OJ on her ass and you stalked her? You know what I'm saying? You might not have went as far as OJ, but you stalked her. That's something you good at. Just like when you just like when you were stalking Becky, and now Becky better than you on dipping on your ass. Don't get mad. Don't get mad, $10 Tommy. You know what I'm saying? Don't get mad. You know what I'm saying? Just motherfucker keep on drinking your liquor so we can hear more of this truth that you got up in your ass, that you normally don't let out. But today, hey, it's God's day, it's Sunday. So it must have been something up in you that told you to start running your chops.
Hey, this lady that sent me $81, I can't help but think that was a mistake or you've been drinking. And I'd definitely be more than willing to refund that to you. I mean, I appreciate it, thank you, and if I'm wrong, I apologize, but I don't really need $81, to be honest with you. If you want $81 to go to somebody I know, I'll give them my own $81 because I get it from YouTube. It's a nice gesture, but I just want to be clear on this. No, I don't think I could work a normal job. No, I think I'd be like so terrible as a worker. Hey Susan, have a good day. No, there's not much I could do. Hey Stacy. No, I just think she's being a nice person and trying to do a good thing. You know, might have hit the wrong button or something. She didn't even want me to like give it to anybody. Yeah, I was reading, I was looking at jet skis, and even new jet skis, the old two-stroke, they were only designed for 300 hours, which doesn't sound like much, but when you look at the statistics, the average person that has a jet ski only uses it 20 hours a year. Well, that makes sense then. I mean, Oh, it's partying. Who's that, Autumn? I mean, I don't even think this lady that sent $81 is even on here anymore. I think it was a mistake. It doesn't make sense. It's just, like if some girl sends me a bikini shot and says she loves my YouTube channel, my radar is on. There's no way we're going to get together because this just isn't reality. And I kind of feel that way on getting $81 on someone I never talked to before. It doesn't fit into the boundaries of normal.
$10 Tommy didn't want to get paid for his services. $10 Tommy didn't want to get nothing left on the dresser like he do all the other little females like Becky. You felt kind of nasty, some kind of cheat. You felt cheap. The fact that she wanted to break you off a few dollars after you done sat there and let her watch you beat your meat in your tiny ass drawers with that dog on your lap, with the fisherman cap and the orange t-shirt. Come on, man, let's get it, yo.
Oh, cool, Bugman. Yeah, that's some other kind of currency. It said that on mine too, but when it's converted to American dollars, if you look on the top, it shows $81.06. So I don't know whether it was rupees or crypto or I don't know what the hell it was. Probably go to claim it and my goddamn computer will shut down. Some damn super virus. Who the hell isn't clicking on a free $81? Oh, thank you, Autumn. Yeah, if you want to win your way to my heart, you say, Tom, here's $81 on this beautiful Sunday, and I want you to spend it all on porn. Oh, really, Bugman? That much, huh?
Now, who named $10 Tommy? I gotta move this, y'all. Nitty, baby, D City, rock with me, kick it with me, fade with me. Come kick it with your brother Frank Nitty. I had to move it, man. It was killing my battery from all that sun. Let's catch up with what $10 Tommy talking about.
Yeah, collectors, I don't collect anything anymore. Nothing except antidepressants that are still in the bottle that didn't work. I got a big collection of those. I gotta give Daisy my Prozac when Dad doesn't get her right bones. Yeah, I got a hell of a collection. I did. I won $102. I won $102. Look at Daisy's nose.
Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Who named $10 Tommy jack off artist? Yeah. Check that one out. I got jack off artist. You know what I'm saying? Tom Reed jack off artist. That's the one I believe was him and Raven. Yup. That's how he was looking at her, like a jack off artist. Yup. You can see it in his eyes, dog. Especially when he did the line of where did you live? And she said, I live in Bando. And he said, oh, that's good. He was like, that's good. After she done said, I live in a Bando. Come on now. Roll with me, kick it with me, fade with me. Come kick it with your brother, Freddie. Two cheese. Let's get it.
Oh, exploiting? You fucker. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Slow-Mo. Oh, Barry White? I loved Barry White, to tell you the truth. I really did enjoy him. I used to listen to the hell out of him when I was a teenager. Seemed like a good guy, too. I like Wolfman Jack, too. Kind of reminded me of him. Barry White. I sound like Barry White. People think I sound like David Letterman. God, I hope not. I had a fucker tell me one time, too, I look like Elton John. God, I hope that's not true either. I want to look like Roger Moore in a Johnny Holmes bathing suit. Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, that's all right, Autumn. It's okay. I don't know why people think I'm exploiting people in these interviews. You gotta have a fucking screw loose. I'm glad you get on the right medication on them.
Exploiting somebody in these interviews, like these women you talking about. Oh, that wouldn't have nothing to do with the fact that you make 10 to 20 damn videos off of one damn video that you only paid for was what? How much you pay for it again? Oh, you $10 Tommy. So you only paid $10 for one video, and now here you done made 10 more. You done made 10 more. Maybe that's exploiting women. Maybe the fact that they ill and not just addicts, that they also mentally ill, and here you are putting a business out here on Front Street where they gotta live. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's exploiting women. What else can be exploiting women? Every damn thing you about did was exploiting the damn women, y'all. The questions that you asked, not the last ones, not the dumb ones, not the ones that you talking about what's your favorite color, what's your favorite memory when you was a kid, like you trying to dig up in somebody's brain and shit. You know what I'm saying? For $10 damn. Man, you gotta be fucking crazy. You can never ask me nothing that personal for your fucking $10, dog. You better keep that shit. You know what I'm saying? And tuck that shit underneath your little tiny balls. Yeah. Man, please. But yeah, what was he saying though? What was he saying though? How he was exploiting these women? How about the questions, dog? How about asking women about murders more than once? How about you ask Maddie and Gerald the same damn thing too? You know what I'm saying? You asked Angel that question 3 times. You know what I'm saying? While you over here calling her videos intelligent and shit. You over here calling her videos one of the most intelligent women I met, but you over here putting her life in danger by asking her 3 times, 3 different murders. That 2 of them, it sound like she could have been involved in. What the fuck is wrong with you, dog? That ain't exploiting nobody. You know what I'm saying? What you feel good because you come out here with a few gifts and you throw shit around, you know what I'm saying? Which ain't even yours. You know what I'm saying? You know it's from your community. It's from your community. It's from your card. You know what I'm saying? The same card that you finna dish, that you finna drag through the mud, that you finna talk bad about, that you finna motherfucking spit on, and that you finna let everybody know that you got some old ass birds stalking your ass. And you tired of it now. Cause you can't find Becky. Let's get it, man. $10 Tommy, man. $10 Tommy production. You already know how you get it. A little scotch, a little time to himself, that dog on his lap, a few bumpy roads. Yeah. $10 Tommy ready to start chopping his gums. Yeah, you already know. It ain't no rum. It's the scotch, baby. It get him every time. He start talking. He can't stop talking. He be running his chops. $10 Tommy. $10 Tommy. $10 Tommy. $10 Tommy, baby. Let's get it.
I used to listen to hell out of him when I was a teenager. Seemed like a good guy, too. I like Wolfman Jack, too. Kind of reminded me of him. Barry White. I sound like Barry White. People think I sound like David Letterman. God, I hope not. I had a fucker tell me one time, too, I look like Elton John. God, I hope that's not true either. I want to look like Roger Moore in a Johnny Holmes bathing suit. Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, it's all right, Autumn. It's okay. I don't know why people think I'm exploiting people on these interviews. You gotta have a fucking screw loose. I'm glad you get on the right medication on them. Thank God. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, I go to somebody, I'm nice to them. Hey, I'm also upping the dollar amount I pay for interviews. It's because I get more money from YouTube. I don't have any problem with it. And I told you, starting Friday, I'm going to do this new thing. And what it is I buy you dinner. but you got to send me a photo or a 10-second video when you're having the dinner. I'll give you $250 cash, and you go to the nicest place and get the nicest dinner they have, and leave a good tip too, and then you upload it and show me the dinner. $250 dinner scholarship I'm going to be offering to people.
Won't you have a dinner scholarship to these damn crackheads that you don't put out here on YouTube, dog? Like for M&J or this new bum ass female you don't put out here, Shady Sharon. You know, won't you have a fundraiser for those fools while they getting your people every damn day? And now you don't even want to claim these people no more. Now you want to say the people in your community is crazy. It ain't you though.
Oh, Dan Aykroyd? Yeah, I know you want to kick their ass. Yeah, right. No, but I don't know how people, what would make you think that I was exploiting people in an interview? I go up to them, I'm nice to them, I pay them, I buy them lunch, I get them shit they need. Where did exploiting come into your mind, other than something that you just created that wasn't apparent in the interview? What made you think that? Could you share that with me?
I'm going to share it with you, $10 Tommy, since you want somebody to share it with you. I'm going to share it with you, okay? Who in the fuck sit around here and make a soap opera out of prostitution and drugs and addiction and poverty and then dip back to their damn neighborhood like they ain't did shit when you done left these women out here looking stupid? Who is this? Carhartt beanie, we gotta get rid of you, dog. I don't know what you saying, but you gotta go, fool. Ain't nobody got time for your ass. You look stupid, man. Yo, there you go. Bam! Look at me, dog. I just snitched on your ass. What? You gotta go, fool. You gotta go, fool. Deuces. Take that stroll, take that road, fool. You know what I'm saying? On my nuts. Riding on these nuts. Why you riding on my nuts? My big old black balls? Why you riding on my nuts? My big old black droopy balls? Why you riding on them, dog? You ain't got nothing better to do? Huh? You still over there trying to figure out how to put your little ding-a-ling in the little pee-pee hole? Wrong one, yo. You still got a bunch to grow. Over here bothering a grown man. If you're a grown man yourself, you should have something better to do instead of riding my nuts. You know what I'm saying? Because all you do is make me rub them even more than what I'm doing already, dude. That's all you do is make me start rubbing my big old black balls. So keep on acting stupid, dog. And I'm gonna keep on rubbing them. I'm gonna see what I can rub out. You know what I'm saying? Or what I can rub my ass up in. You know what I'm saying? Unlike your ass, you still over there like $10 Tommy, beating your meat. You know what I'm saying? Checking out porno, nigga. You checking out porno? Yeah. That's little boy stuff, dog. That's cool to visit. It's another thing to sit there and watch it like it's a movie. That's goofy, dog.
I don't get this. You know, if you hear a sound bite that you got a nice ass as I'm walking away because I thought the camera was off, or can I get a discount? I could get the exploiting thing, but there's, like I said, there's never any evidence of me doing anything other than what you see anywhere. So what made you think, even if it was for a second, that I was exploiting anybody? That's it, Albert.
We went from you're not exploiting a woman to not even for a second.
I started Friday. First person is Stephanie in Washington. Hey, Jet Dude. Yeah, I know, Tim. Yep. Yeah, but I don't understand it. I don't understand where anybody, other than just some wacko in Las Vegas, some smoking pig from Prince Edward Island, or a Roy Orbison transgender lookalike with Down syndrome from Flint, could think that I'm exploiting anybody. No, that has happened before. That has already happened. I've taken photographs of people twice that they got a hold of me later, and the people died like a week later. You think I summed it up, Dorado? Oh, a knee-jerk reaction. Okay, well,
I'm gonna tell you right now, when $10 Tommy get your doggone video, he gonna clone your ass. He gonna clone your ass and make about 5 to 10 more videos, dog. Without your permission. That's exploiting, dog. Having conversation about somebody every damn day, every damn day of your doggone lives. That's exploiting. That's exploiting somebody, dog. Because they're not getting paid for their name to be mentioned every damn day. But you are. But you are. That's exploiting, dog. Why you become slow when everything start pointing directly to your ass, yo? Why is that when you start acting stupid, dog? You know what you're doing? You exploiting these women more than one way. That's how you grew your channel, dog. By running their name. One day after another day, after another day, after another. You made it into some type of soap opera. Especially when your name start popping up with all these women's deaths. $10 Tommy my ass. More like Dr. Kevorkian.
makes sense. That's a good answer. Okay. What I put back in, and that's not a nice comment to make. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, good job on that. Autumn came up with a good one too. We're gonna burn it on a cheesy looking piece of cheap pine, and we're gonna sell them at Cracker Barrel. Just slogans that, where you can take these cheap, even though they're only gonna cost us 9 cents, we're gonna sell them for $22. And we're gonna sell them at Cracker Barrel. Slogans that make sense that you haven't read anywhere else. Yeah, you might be right on that, Eric, yeah. Yeah, I never took it down. There's no evidence of anything. Even those fucking crazy Amish people, I'd like to take one of those cherry pies and cram it up her fucking ass. Can I be any clearer than that?
No, he didn't. He didn't just say he would like to take a cranberry apple pie and cram it up the Amish woman's ass. That's y'all boy $10 Tommy. Yeah, let's keep on listening to this fool as he dip deeper and deeper into that scotch. You know he loves to talk.
That's a crock of shit. Me out there taking pictures of young girls. That's a goddamn lie. And if you listen to that conversation I got where that lunatic goes to show you can be crazy and make cherry pies for a living and fake everybody out that you're a good person. Whoever that other fucker was out there in that white Jeep, that's a person doing all that weird shit, not me. She took 2 stories, condensed them into one. Then I had a dumb fuck one-bullet Barney Fife dispatcher at the sheriff's department suggest that they trespassed me from that fucking place. It was his idea. So I got a stupid, ignorant Amish psychopath and a dumb cop that will never be on the road because they had him out there and he kept fucking up, so now they just let him answer phone calls. Between her stupid story and his interpretation, they got me kicked out of there. But if you listen to that story and that audio, it's that motherfucker in that white Jeep doing that weird shit, not me. Like I said, no evidence anywhere. Taking pictures of young girls. That's a goddamn lie.
You're a grown-ass man. Why do you and Shady Sharon name come up at the wrong damn time? Her name come up at a convenience store when it's about theft. Stealing something petty as a fucking popsicle, dog. And your name comes up when it's about young females, girls, teenagers. Why is that, $10 Tommy? Why y'all got that so much in common?
Now, I do have quite a porn collection, but that's got nothing to do with taking pictures of young girls. That's not true. I'll admit to having a stack of DVDs so goddamn tall of porn that when I knock them over, it takes me 45 minutes to reorganize them. I will admit to that. But they're not young girls. They're all 18 and older. And it's not illegal. I don't care if you don't like it. It doesn't make it a crime. But this idea that I'm taking pictures of young girls, a bunch of fucking bullshit. If I did, it was like they were in a buggy in a horse. That's why. It wasn't just a young girl somewhere, you fucking freaks. I tell you, that really turned me off on the Amish. I could give a fuck about that place. I don't even go over there anymore.
How much jacking off can you do for an old ass man, dog? That's why you stay out here in Detroit. That's why you stay out here in the D. Because you want to be near the hoes for the easy pickings. You love the D streets. You over here talking about you got a collection of porn, a Sky High. But we done seen you with Jamie Sky High. We done seen you act strange around a lot of things. And now you want to say you normal, man? Now you want to say there's no more other than what you saying up in your collection, up in your hard drive? You seem like a freak. It don't take that much to get off, man. Not when you're an old man and you're supposed to have skills at this shit. You're supposed to have a willing bitch. You don't supposed to have nobody you have to entertain, that you gotta go through hula hoops and jump ropes for. You supposed to know how to get these females to love you for who you are. You that age, dog, and you still over here beating off. Something strange about you, man. Like a teenager. You an old ass man. Now you got Becky dipsetting. You know what I'm saying? You need to lay back, man. What the fuck you done did to Becky, man? You done got everybody caught up in this soap opera. Now you trying to act like you don't want to continue it no more. No. I don't think the people having that. No matter if your name, no matter if you there to entertain or not, I bet your name be brought up, dog. I bet your name be brought up, and the reason why, because you done started some shit you had no business continuing, dog. Now everybody want a piece of the pie. It's easy pickings. Nitty, baby, D City, baby, rock with me, kick it with me, fade with me. Come kick it with your brother Frank Nitty. D City, baby.
Oh, a knee-jerk reaction. Okay, well that makes sense. That's a good answer. Okay. What I put back in it, that's not a nice comment to make. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, good job on that. Autumn came up with a good one too. We're gonna burn it on a cheesy looking piece of cheap pine, and we're gonna sell them at Cracker Barrel. Just slogans that, where you can take these cheap, even though they're only gonna cost us 9 cents, we're gonna sell them for $22. And we're gonna sell them at Cracker Barrel. Slogans that make sense that you haven't read anywhere else. Yeah, you might be right on that, Eric, yeah. Yeah, I never took it down. There's no evidence of anything. Even those fucking crazy Amish people, I'd like to take one of those cherry pies and cram it up her fucking ass. Can I be any clearer than that? That is a crock of shit. Me out there taking pictures of young girls. It's a goddamn lie. And if you listen to that conversation I got where that lunatic goes to show you can be crazy and make cherry pies for a living and fake everybody out that you're a good person. Whoever that other fucker was out there in that white Jeep, that's a person doing all that weird shit, not me. She took 2 stories, condensed them into one. Then I had a dumb fuck one-bullet Barney Fife dispatcher at the sheriff's department suggest that they trespassed me from that fucking place. It was his idea. So I got a stupid, ignorant Amish psychopath and a dumb cop that will never be on the road because they had him out there and he kept fucking up, so now they just let him answer phone calls. Between her stupid story and his interpretation, they got me kicked out of there. But if you listen to that story and that audio, it's that motherfucker in that white Jeep doing that weird shit, not me. Like I said, no evidence anywhere. Taking pictures of young girls. That's a goddamn lie. Now, I do have quite a porn collection, but that's got nothing to do with taking pictures of young girls. That's not true. I'll admit to having a stack of DVDs so goddamn tall of porn that when I knock them over, it takes me 45 minutes to reorganize them. I will admit to that. But they're not young girls. They're all 18 and older. And it's not illegal. I don't care if you don't like it. It doesn't make it a crime. But this idea that I'm taking pictures of young girls, a bunch of fucking bullshit. If I did, it was like they were in a buggy in a horse. That's why. It wasn't just a young girl somewhere, you fucking freaks. I'll tell you, that really turned me off on the Amish. I could give a fuck about that place. I don't even go over there anymore. They're so full of shit. Honest to God, man. Fucking bullshit. I wish I would get charged with it. Because they ought to get charged for filing a false police report. It's a fucking lie. I've been to massage parlors, had escorts, strip clubs, have a hell of a porno movie collection. Believe me, I'm bragging again. I know, I apologize. But I do not, and never have, take pictures of young girls. That's a fucking lie.
Did he say did he say a bunch of illegal shit? Did he say escorts? I mean, I know escorts legal, but we know what they really do though. Oh man, did he say escorts though? Did he say he was in them little shops? Whatever them little shops do, whatever they do up in them little shops, I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to say which race or what type of place, but whatever they be trying to act like they selling something else. Did he say he was up in there too?
Did he say he was up in there too, man? Did he say 2 illegal spots, dog? And then he's sitting up here wanna clean his shit up by saying all that illegal shit about some. Now you trying to clean yourself up about being accused of watching kids. Now kids. See, it's something funky about that, man. When somebody don't come down to earth, when we talking about kids, when we talking about the innocent, and you still trying to protect yourself, it's something funky about that. It's something that just don't lay with me right. Because if I fuck up with my kids, I'm damn sure finna motherfucking take that damn blame, dog. For whatever it is, I gotta take that blame, man. That was my responsibility to protect my child, man. And whatever child is out there, even if it's for my ass, even if it's for my old ass to stay away from them, it's my job to make sure they comfortable out there when they out there in the world. So even if it's my job to make sure my eyes don't get locked on some kids, I'm not gonna sit up here and be accused of doing anything fucked up towards some kids, especially some little females. And here you is, a grown ass, nasty ass. We know you love the hoes because you drive 200 miles just to see them. And then you'll drive all around the country just to shake it off. You'll drive all around the country just to shake it off. After you done been all through the deep, chasing Becky. Now Becky done learned how to dipset, and now your ass don't know what to do. You running around here with your neck cut off. $10 Tommy, man, you already know how we gonna get it. We're gonna keep getting it until we get it right. $10 Tommy.
You're right on that, Eric, yeah. Yeah, I never took it down. There's no evidence of anything. Even those fucking crazy Amish people, I'd like to take one of those cherry pies and cram it up her fucking ass. Can I be any clearer than that? That's a crock of shit. Man.
We know you want to, too. We know that just ain't a thought, but that's your actual vision in your head of your reality. You a nasty ass old man. You know we know this though, right? Right.
Out there taking pictures of young girls. That's a goddamn lie. And if you listen to that conversation I got where that lunatic goes to show you can be crazy and make cherry pies for a living and fake everybody out that you're a good person. Whoever that other fucker was out there in that white Jeep, that's a person doing all that weird shit, not me. She took 2 stories, condensed them into one. Then I had a dumb fuck 1-bullet Barney Fife dispatcher at the sheriff's department suggest that they trespassed me from that fucking place. It was his idea. So I got a stupid, ignorant Amish psychopath and a dumb cop that will never be on the road because they had him out there and he kept fucking up, so now they just let him answer phone calls. Between her stupid story and his interpretation, they got me kicked out of there. But if you listen to that story and that audio, it's that motherfucker in that white Jeep doing that weird shit, not me. Like I said, no evidence anywhere. Taking pictures of young girls. That's a goddamn lie. Now, I do have quite a porn collection, but that's got nothing to do with taking pictures of young girls. That's not true. I'll admit to having a stack of DVDs so goddamn tall of porn that when I knock them over, it takes me 45 minutes to reorganize them. I will admit to that. But they're not young girls. They're all 18 and older. And it's not illegal. I don't care if you don't like it. It doesn't make it a crime. But this idea that I'm taking pictures of young girls, a bunch of fucking bullshit. If I did, it was like they were in a buggy and a horse. That's why. It wasn't just a young girl somewhere, you fucking freaks. I'll tell you, that really turned me off on the Amish. I could give a fuck about that place. I don't even go over there anymore. There.
Did you see how the story went? The story went from, I wasn't taking pictures of these kids, I wasn't taking pictures of these females, to oh, if I was taking pictures of them, it was when they was in the buggy with the horses or in another situation. Man, get on out of here, man. You taking pictures of them kids. Ain't nobody wants you to motherfucker be stalking nobody kids, man, at nobody's schools, at nobody motherfucking cross stops with that orange damn t-shirt, trying to play it off like you're a damn safety patrol watch. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know your motherfucking game, dog. You probably got another damn van that you jump your ass in. You know what I'm saying, man? Everybody know your game, dog. You sound real creepy. Stay away from my damn kids. Real talk. Stay the fuck away from my kids, man. Creepy ass old man. I got plenty of kids. I don't go around other people's kids. Stay away from my kids, you creepy ass old man.
So full of shit. Honest to God, man. Fucking bullshit. I wish I would get charged with it. Because they ought to get charged for filing a false police report. It's a fucking lie. I've been to massage parlors, had escorts, strip clubs, have a hell of a porno movie collection. Believe me, I'm bragging again. I know, I apologize. But I do not, and never have, take pictures of young girls. That's a fucking lie. Yeah, thank you, Albert. What's that, Stacy? What's 102? Yeah, it's a bunch of fucking bullshit, man. It's apples and oranges. It's not the same. It's not true either. You can't show one bit of evidence anywhere. And I'll tell you another thing too. Any videos I get, unless it's blurry or I fucked it up or my finger's in the way, anywhere I go, I upload everything. I mean, a lot of my stuff's not the greatest, but I'm not going to take time when I'm just having fun, making it look like something I ought to be charged for. But it isn't like I have some secret stash of videos and photographs that you don't know about. It's not true. Fucking taking pictures of young girls. And honestly, and not that it has a goddamn thing to do with it, I don't find any of those Amish people attractive. I'm not into rotten teeth, hairy legs, and greasy hair.
No, you didn't. He ain't just say he ain't into rotten teeth, hairy legs, and greasy hair. That didn't sound kind of, I ain't even gonna say it, but you know it sounded kind of motherfucking racist and kind of motherfucking ignorant on top of that though. Now, he supposed to be so intelligent though. Now, listen to this fool, man. As he admit why he on this scotch, what he really feel about all this shit.
The fuck would I take a picture of one of them for? Oh, it shows the time? I don't know about that. Bunch of fucking bullshit. Yeah, right, Autumn. Yeah, bunch of damn lies. Like I said, thank God that I recorded those phone calls and I interviewed that Amish guy, because you can see if you're not retarded and you listen to the audio and you listen to the interview I have with the Amish guy, you can see 100% clearly that these people are fucking crazy. And if I wouldn't have that, and you would be over there, and it's like, oh, have you seen Tom Reed lately? It's like, no, he's not allowed to come in here anymore. It's like, oh, why? It's like he was riding around here taking pictures of young girls. Yeah, and if I didn't have proof how crazy these people are, you may believe that. I mean, if I heard it about somebody, like Bugman, if they said that you couldn't go into some bakery where you live because you were taking pictures of young girls, I would, really think of that. Now, it may not keep me from socializing with you, but in the back of my mind, I'd think, well, why would just the innocent Amish be calling the police on something that didn't happen? This doesn't make sense. I see the Amish in movies, I see their books, I see them down in Indiana. I mean, is this true or not? I hope not. Well, you look at what I presented, and you got an inside track on how fucking nuts they are. Hey, Buttercup. They're full of shit. You know, I'd like to say that one of my haters called them. I would love to be able to tell you that's part of it, but you want to know something, Dally? I don't think they did. I mean, they could have, but if I was betting, I'd give you 10 to 1 odds, which is good odds, that was just that crazy, psycho, cherry bacon bitch that had an axe to grind, that mixed her stories up with me and some fucker that was really doing it. Why would I be doing that and then going there and ordering sandwiches and eating it in the parking lot? Fucking psycho bitch. I mean, it pisses me off. Because people just believe this shit. If she was a damn 65-year-old ex-stripper with a tramp stamp, one of her tits hanging out, and they called the police on me, do you think anybody would have cared? No. They'd look at her and say she's nuts. I doubt that he did that. You can still go in there and order sandwiches. But it's because it's this hair bonnet bullshit and these horses and bacon pies that everything they say has got to be true. It just goes to show you it's not. Bunch of fucking horse shit. Yeah. Hey, Watson. Oh, downriver area, okay.
You know how close up you gotta be on somebody to smell them, to see the details of whatever you feel like maybe jacked up about them or something that's not attractive. Do you know how close up you gotta be to someone to know all that $10 Tommy know? He know the rotten teeth. He know the doggone smell. He know it all down to they stink ass feet. How can you not know that unless you were stalking somebody, man? Unless you was all in. Yeah, that's you $10 Tommy. Let's bag this up, man, because we got a lot to cover. But we're gonna try to jam it in real quick though. $10 Tommy been running his mouth, man. He can't stop though.
It's like, yes. See what I mean? This is how you get painted in the corner now. And I'd say, go anywhere. I don't want you coming to West Branch, especially uninvited. Like I told you, I could drive, if I was into that stuff, I wouldn't do anything else but drive around the country in a brand new van, interviewing blue-eyed, blonde-haired, white, drug-addicted working girls. That's where the money's at. I don't care where they're at.
You hear him? He made sure he said white. He made sure he put expression on when he said white. Blonde hair, blue eyes.
I'm from downriver. I grew up in Flat Rock. Yeah, it's soft white underbill. I've watched a couple of them. They're all right. I mean, I don't care what anybody else does on a channel, to be honest with you. And honestly, if you told me right now where there was some place I could go and get 2 million views, I wouldn't do it if it didn't interest me. You know, YouTube has been great. I love it. I've got a lot of good friends I've met. But I don't use it like most people do. This isn't some big money grab, views, constantly promoting some bullshit. Not happening here. You know, I don't like tropical stuff, to be honest with you. I'm not into that, like, pina colada, Caribbean horse shit, Hawaiian movies. I'd rather be in snow up to my balls with a brand new all-winter jacket and a nice camera. I'm not into, like, beaches and that kind of crap. I like cold, crazy snowstorms like in the wall drug parking lot. I like hurricanes, tornadoes, thunderstorms. I mean, I like a nice day like today too, but I'd never seek out tropical. It doesn't interest me that much, other than to do underwater videos. Yeah, it sounds good, Bobby. We'll party all night. Oh, thank you, Albert. But you asked a question that I get all the time, and I don't understand it. I mean, why am I not in Detroit? I mean, I'll tell you why, because I don't live there. And, you know, I just don't beat everything to death with, you know, I think people are so used to YouTube and people chasing views and members and subscribers and all this stuff that they think everybody's like that, and I'm not. Like I told you, I could drive, if I was into that stuff, I wouldn't do anything else but drive around the country in a brand new van, interviewing blue-eyed, blonde-haired, white, drug-addicted working girls. That's where the money's at.
That's where the money at, but that ain't the females that want to be around your ass. That's maybe where the money at, but that ain't the women's that giving you attention though. $10 Tommy, you a straight up trick and you already know it, ho. Stop always trying to make yourself seem high and mighty, man. When you ain't nothing but an old ass man riding around in an Astro van, beating his meat every time he get a chance, with his dog on his lap, a fisherman cap, and an orange t-shirt. Scooby-Doo snack ass fool.
I don't care where they're at. If you want to chase views and that's your idea of success, just go around interviewing white working girls with drug problems in big cities. It's an instant, no-brainer way to get a lot of subscribers and a lot of views. Oh, thank you, Albert. Hey, Linda. And honestly, I mean, like any...
Yeah, get rid of that cat, man. Yeah, y'all get rid of that cat, Carhartt. Get rid of that cat. We don't even want that cat on our shit no more. Yeah. Your conversation is definitely not needed here, yo. Keep it pushing, and thanks for licking my balls. Yeah. Keep it pushing, dog. And I appreciate you taking the time out to rub, lick, and blow on my balls. Appreciate that. CWG, baby, rock with me, kick it with me, fade with me. Come kick it with your brother Frank Nitty. D-City, baby, you already know we get it. Woody whoop whoop, daddy long stroke, let's get it.
Right? There's a shelf life for everything, right? People say, well, you've been in Detroit and you don't interview Maddie anymore. Let me tell you why I don't interview Maddie. Because I've told people all the time, set up your own channel. You don't need me. I'm not trying to get people to go through me. And they did that. And they've got 11,000 subscribers. So I've interviewed Maddie, I don't know, maybe 10 times in 2 years. I mean, what are we going to talk about? This is my 11th time I'm going to talk to you. There's nothing to talk about anymore. So I think it's insulting for me to people that like watching videos like that I just go down there and go back to the well every single time I'm in town and ask probably the same questions.
Like you've been doing for the last 2 to 3 years, dog? Like you've been doing for the last 2 to 3, 4 years, whatever you've been, however long you've been doing this, playing this shit off, like you was really caring for these females when it was all about the views and all about turning into $10 Tommy and this T-boy syndrome you got. That's what it was, dog. Everybody didn't know, people didn't know that they were, at least they was acting like you didn't have this other side to you, that you was just a real good guy that liked giving prostitutes $10. Come on, man. That sounds like a damn lie. And it sounds like a cult that's following your butt to see that raggedy ass it that we've been seeing for like 3 to 4 years, dog. You exploiting these women. I'm glad you got it through your head that you exploiting these women and you ain't helping them a damn bit.
If I was a viewer and that's what I was attracted to, it would turn me off. It's like eating the same food every day. I'm not into it. Like I said, I don't want anything for anybody. You can't sway my intent with anything. Good-looking women, money, views, subscribers. Nothing you can do. As a matter of fact, as I've said in the last week, my days of meeting people off YouTube are over. I was actually thinking in bed last night of coming up with a calendar of the 12 biggest stalking weirdos I've met and just selling it and donating the money to charity. Just every month, some psycho crazy stalker I met through YouTube.
Nice saying everybody that was donating, everybody that was giving him money, everybody that was giving him presents, everybody that was giving them gifts for these women. Now they psychos, now they weirdos, now they all these old other names that have no respect to it. But you know, y'all ain't no cop, and he ain't $10 Tommy, the baby Jim Jones of West Branch.
That fish wasn't very good yesterday. That's like when you deep fried fish when nobody knew about greasy food and that there was a better way of doing things. I'll never eat there again. It's not good. Looked like a damn fish stick. Nice piece of expensive white fish, and they put it in this vegetable oil cheap ass fryer with this crappy breading. I mean, the damn manager of that place needs their head examined. The coleslaw was good, but they wrecked that fish the way they prepared it, especially a good fish like whitefish. Oh yeah, it would be easy. Yeah. I don't want any. I'll give you an example. You know, if I was a jerk, even if I don't like somebody, it doesn't mean that I'm going to try and put them up for public ridicule. But I've got text messages, emails, voicemails, letters, photos, presents. I've got so much bullshit from these stalking lunatics, it's unbelievable. I'm not kidding you. You would not believe it. Really, you would not believe it. I've got shoeboxes full of shit that people send me. Death threats. And let me tell you, I've been doing this for a long time, and you think, well, wow, I wouldn't mind having that kind of attention. Let me tell you, good people, it's not good attention. It's psychos, lonely weirdos, misfits, stalkers, unattractive, lonely psychos. That's what it is.
It ain't good attention because you can't catch up with Becky. It ain't worth it because Becky keep on dipping on your ass. Yeah, Becky got good at something that you didn't think she was gonna stay good at. That's dipping on your ass. So yeah, I can understand where the flavor done rubbed off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't getting the same love when you hit the D. You know what I'm saying? You just hitting the D just to stay up in this bitch and fuck with some local tricks, but it ain't really the apple of your eye. It ain't Becky, bitch.
It's the first video I've ever uploaded. It's never been somebody that was attractive, that was well-mannered, that was educated, that appreciated culture. It's always some lunatic living on a damn banana peel someplace in the Appalachians with one bad breast from a bad augmentation 55 years ago when they used to topless dance. Tooth missing. Big tramp stamp with their own name on it. These people are nuts. It's not like you're thinking. It's not like, Miss USA.
He talking about his cult, right? He talking about you. He talking about the cult, man. So everybody that's dipping on our set that don't like us, you can't stand hearing this shit. He talking about your ass. He's talking about his cult. How y'all be stalking him, riding his little tiny ass balls.
To topless dance. Tooth missing. Big tramp stamp with their own name on it. These people are nuts. It's not like you're thinking. It's not like, Miss USA. Hell, I'd be all over that. It's psycho, older wackos. Yeah, they're crazy. No, it's nothing good. It's not one thing desirable. Ever, not once. You think, oh yeah, I wouldn't mind getting together at lunch for her. It'd be fun, Go see a play or a concert or a movie. None of these stalking wacko weirdos have any interest in anything cultural. They don't. Ask them the last book they read. What was it? The Anarchist Cookbook? They can't answer. It's like, oh, I don't read very much. Yeah, no shit. I'm not talking about your probation papers or your psychiatric evaluation. I'm talking about a book. When's the last time you read a book? Well, I don't read. Yeah, speaks volumes.
How do he get to speak down on somebody when he go out here and talk to the lowest form of life? These women that's homeless, prostitutes, out here selling their bodies. And then he up here trying to uplift their spirits by telling them they ain't motherfucking the lowest thing in life, that they better than what they are. They better than what people think they are. They should get all this help from everybody and stuff. But then when women sit on your channel and give you money and you allow them to go further than just being friends, and then you want to speak bad about them because they ain't what you wanted them to be, or they just found out you was way more goofier than what they wanted. I think that's what it is, though. Let's get it.
Williams got that. What's your favorite movie? Animal House. Scratch that. How about your favorite song? Oh, I love Achy Breaky Heart by Billy Cyrus. I play it over and over. Yep, see you later. Do you have a dentist that you like? I haven't been to the dentist in 25 years. Oh, okay, great. This is really a lot of fun.
Becky needed to go to the dentist. Y'all remember that? Becky needed to go to the dentist. You had no problem being in her face. Becky needed to go to the dentist after being nutted, after men's nutting in her face over and over and over and over and over and over and 1,000 damn times again. You had no problem being in her face. Maddie been needing some tooth repair from the first day you met her. You had no problem being in her face. You just admitted you did more than 10 videos, dog. So you just like treating people that looks out for you and people that you done went further with than just being YouTube cool. And now you want to dish them. Now you want to say they crazy. Now you want to say they stalkers. No, that's you trying to take advantage of something that you didn't understand what came with the rules. Yeah. That's why you don't need no more than one woman, dog. Because when you mess with more than one woman, how you gonna deal with listening and hearing and or trying to be there for more than one woman? That's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy to me. And that's why you only need one woman, dog. Not two, not three, not four, not all that crazy shit. Especially as an old man, you supposed to know better, bitch.
How about, when's the last time you went to an art institute someplace? Chicago, New York, I don't really like art, just finger painting. This is the profile I'm telling you on the people that contact you through YouTube. I've had some of these beasts contact me and they lie about being married. Look, I've listened to you, I've seen you. You don't need to lie about being married because I don't care. Yeah, you say that, LJ, you say that. But, you know, until you get inundated with these nut jobs and you experience it, it isn't like it just happens every once in a while. It happens all the time. So I'm not meeting people from YouTube anymore. I'm not sending them a nice email. I don't want a text from them. I don't want anything from them. I just watch the videos. If you like them, great. If you want to know where I got a GoPro for $1 off, I'm more than willing to tell you. But that's it. I don't want to be stopping by you when I'm driving through anywhere. I don't want you coming to West Branch, especially uninvited. It's just going to be like, I don't.
Didn't he just tell people the last time he was up in the D? I remember you saying, anybody want to come to my crib, even if I'm not even there, you more than welcome. Because I'm hardly there. But I'm not going to entertain you, but you're more than welcome to stay. Long as you don't want somebody, long as you understand, I'm not going to be there to hold your hand. Didn't you say some shit like that, man? Yeah. You said some shit like that to them hoes too. And they ain't never do it though. But now we hearing the truth. You know what I'm saying? Liquor never holds you up. You know what I'm saying? Liquor never holds you up. Liquor brings out the truth. That's what you damn sure gonna get from liquor. You gonna get somebody speaking their mind. Speaking the real, dog.
I've had it. Yeah. Yeah, it's not easy. When you try, you look at people and you think, well, these people, maybe they're lonely. I'll tell you, man, it's just like high school. People, even adults, I don't know, maybe it's they're so used to getting rejected. I don't know. I put up with it for a long time, I think. I mean, you've been around a long time. Look at some of these psycho moderators. A moderator, right? I'm glad to have him. The channel wouldn't be as good if I didn't. People keeping an eye on wackos. But, I unmoderate somebody and they drive up from Indiana uninvited. It doesn't get any nuttier than that.
How you gonna trip about somebody driving from Indiana to come to West Branch when this fool drives all around the damn country and never be at his crib no more than a week out of a season? I can't even say a month, fool. Out of a season, you might be at your crib. But now you're gonna tell somebody else that they weird for riding from Indiana, which is right next door to Michigan. Come on now, dog. It just seemed like you done got tired because it ain't no Becky involved. All this done played off because it ain't no Becky involved. You know what I'm saying? Just say it, man. You missed your Becky. You need to cry that shit out, man. Maybe she'll come see you, man. Maybe you need to show that knot that you've been hiding. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you need to let her know that you ready to put her in your wheel for real, and you ain't just talking it no more. You know what I'm saying? That you gonna actually do it this time, and take her from her main man, which is we seen that man, the one that sell the perfumes, right? Yeah, the one that sell the perfumes, or that cat that she be up in Ann Arbor with, or do y'all just be playing it off and be up in Ann Arbor together? That's what I came up with, though, dog.
It's not. That's crazy. These, now in this day and age, you got, these crazies out there. They got 4 or 5 IDs. They pay to have fake phone numbers, fake emails. They go through third-party servers to conceal their identity, because when you block them under their real name, they come back with these are adults, these aren't kids. They come back under another. It's just absolutely nuts. It's like anything, 99.9% of the people are a good experience. You're glad you crossed paths with them. But you got that one. They say 99% of your problems in business are from 1% of your clients. And I would believe that. And that's kind of how it is with YouTube. Certainly there are way more good, better people than, bad ones. But it's just the bad ones that seem to make you want to get the hell away from it. Crazy. Yeah, probably does. Yeah. And look, I'm sympathetic with people that have addiction problems. But what I'm beginning to find out, let's say this is like marijuana. You can smoke marijuana if you like it. Good luck to you, right? But if you took 10,000 regular hardcore marijuana smokers and you showed me another 10,000 people that were not hardcore marijuana smokers, I want to hang around the ones that don't. Sorry. You get it? And what I'm learning is that you tend to look at people as addicted or not addicted. But I'm learning that people that seem to have addictions, that's just part of their problem. That there's a lot that comes along with a person that's addicted that doesn't come along with people, I'm talking in general, that are not addicted. And the short of it is culture, class, etiquette, baggage. That's the difference. Yep, there are exceptions and everything. I'm generalizing now. But if you took the behavioral problems associated with addiction, I'm telling you, there's a whole slew of other stuff. Some of these people that I've interviewed that yeah, they're addicted to drugs, but they have all sorts of baggage unrelated to their addiction. People tend to think that, well, if their heroin addiction goes away, they're going to be upstanding citizens. Wrong. They're not. They're not. They're not going to be a drug addict anymore, but they're not going to be someone that you necessarily want to hang around with. You follow me? So when people want to look at, these pipe dream fantasy June Lockhart ideology of snatching someone out of the thrones of addiction and making them into soccer moms, that's right up there with cartoons. Not to say that it never happens, but there's a lot of behavioral baggage that comes along with people unrelated to the dope. It's just the way it is.
So why you ain't say that shit from the get-go? You got all this education. You open all these books. Why you ain't say that? Why you ain't give that analysis from the get-go? You know why you didn't? Because you've been sitting up here learning about these females while you've been stalking them, yo. You just got it yourself because now the heat is on. And you see everything that's going wrong. And you don't want to be connected to M&J. You don't want to be connected to Shady Sharon. You don't want to be connected to nothing that you don't put out here that got your name printed on that bitch. We gonna keep on saying, dog, because it's a $10 Tommy production. And the fact that you so arrogant, that you think that you so better than everybody else, that somebody have to live like you, think like you, want to be like you, to want to be happy, or to want to call themselves successful. That's so Looney Tune, dog. That's so backwards. I'm glad you found your lane, man. But that don't make your lane right for everybody. And that don't mean everybody had that same lane to roll down. Everybody might not have that same lane to strive down. or to take a ride down. That lane might have been closed. So for you to brag about shit, for you to act like you multi-time rich, some kind of crazy shit. Why was you down here with all these old nasty old local tricks for all these years? Now you want to say crazy ass things about them. That's why Shady Sharon's saying crazy shit about your ass. Now we know you was a trick and now you want to claim the shit. One thing I know about a trick can keep, a prostitute, a hoe can keep a good secret, dog. Cause she got to. That's basically her custos. Her custos don't want their business out there, so she has to be able to keep a good secret, dog. And when you see a bitch yapping on somebody, running their mouth, you know what I'm saying, letting it all out, like Shady Sharon did on $10 Tommy, you know it's all been a lie the whole time.
People keeping an eye on wackos, but you know, I unmoderate somebody and they drive up from Indiana uninvited. It doesn't get any nuttier than that. Yeah, let's not, you know. That's crazy. These, you know, now in this day and age, you got, you know these crazies out there. They got 4 or 5 IDs. They pay to have fake phone numbers, fake emails. They go through third-party servers to conceal their identity because when you block them under their real name, they come back with these are adults. These aren't kids. They come back under another. It's just absolutely nuts. It's like anything, you know. 99.9% of the people are a good experience. You're glad you crossed paths with them. But you got that one. They say 99% of your problems in business are from 1% of your clients. And I would believe that. And that's kind of how it is with YouTube. Certainly there are way more good, better people than, you know, bad ones. But it's just the bad ones that seem to like make you want to get the hell away from it. Crazy. Yeah, probably does, yeah. And look, I'm sympathetic with people that have addiction problems. But what I'm beginning to find out, let's say this is like marijuana. You can smoke marijuana if you like it. Good luck to you, right? But if you took 10,000 regular hardcore marijuana smokers and you showed me another 10,000 people that were not hardcore marijuana smokers, I want to hang around the ones that don't. Sorry.
Well, I want to hang around the ones that do. My bad. Because I know they cool. I know they smooth. And I know they ain't got a lot of stress on their back. And to be able to afford a little marijuana, to get yourself right, that shouldn't be something that you have to stress over or worry about, dog. Just like the same way you opening up these bottles. You know, that scotch, the one you keep underneath your seat every time you be riding through the deep. Yeah, that scotch. Yeah, the one you sip on all damn day. You know, for courage. You know, to keep you brave. Yeah, that scotch. Come on, $10 Tommy. It's easy to talk over a damn phone when you always sitting alone. When you ain't got an answer to nobody. It's harder to take it like you bring it. And when people start bringing it to you like you claim that you can take it, you never can take it. You always break down and want to start clowning and want to start doing this kind of shit. Running your mouth like a damn true bitch. Let's get it.
You get it? what I'm learning is that you tend to look at people as addicted or not addicted. But I'm learning that people that seem to have addictions, that's just part of their problem. That there's a lot that comes along with a person that's addicted that doesn't come along with people, I'm talking in general, that are not addicted. And the short of it is culture, class, etiquette, baggage. That's the difference. Yep, there are exceptions and everything. I'm generalizing now. But if you took the behavioral problems associated with addiction, I'm telling you, there's a whole slew of other stuff. Some of these people that I've interviewed that you know, yeah, they're addicted to drugs, but they have all sorts of baggage unrelated to their addiction. People tend to think that, well, if their heroin addiction goes away, they're going to be upstanding citizens. Wrong. They're not. They're not. They're not going to be.
Talking about your ass, Shady Sharon. Heroin addiction. Talking about your ass, Shady Sharon. Because everybody else do heroin and crack. You the only one do heroin. You only want to do heroin, but you stay on a block where they sell heroin, meth, and crack. That's something you admitted to. You said 2 doors down where they claimed that they shot at was, what'd she say? Yeah, a gang member. And you said his woman was on crack and meth. So that gotta be on your block just as well as your heroin, right? But your block so good, your block so nice. Yeah. That ain't how you look when you looked at Terrified last night. You looked at Terrified, bitch. You looked like you was trying to act out a scene on some witchcraft type shit. You looked at all Terrified, ho, while your boy was back there froze, knowing he was on that crack, because he definitely wasn't on that blow. Yeah. You definitely wasn't on that crack, on that blow. You was on that crack then. He might have been on that blow because he was sitting back cool. But you was definitely on that crack because you was hysterical, bitch. $9-10 Tommy still selling your ass out because he don't want nothing to do with you. And he want to make sure everybody know he done separated himself from all this bullshit that he done put out. He didn't know it was going to turn into all this crap. But look what he done got. He done got an M&J show that goes on 5 to 10 times a day, straight begging, and they don't give a fuck who they get. Now he done got Shady Sharon starting up her own car with her scary ass cousin, Scary Nanny. Two bitches that could fit 2 small panties, cause none one of them got a body. I don't know. I just know bitches look like shit. And one bitch, Shady Sharon, done opened her damn legs and motherfucker made everybody left the damn YouTube set. Everybody left, man. That shit was just foul and nasty, man. Real talk though. But this for $10 Tommy trying to walk away from, yo. He don't want nothing to do with this, man. He don't want to be attached to this shit. Because everything he done brought out got his name to this bitch.
A drug addict anymore. But they're not going to be someone that you necessarily want to hang around with. You follow me? So when people want to look at, these pipe dream fantasy June Lockhart ideology of snatching someone out of the thrones of addiction and making them into soccer moms, that's right up there with cartoons. Not to say that it never happens, but there's a lot of behavioral baggage that comes along with people unrelated to the dope. It's just the way it is. The psychology and what got them there, what kept them there, what makes them want to go back. I mean, who wants to put up with all this shit in your own private life? Yeah, and or something. I mean, it's it's not one size fits all. It's everything. I mean, human beings are so narcissistic. It's just like with religion. They think that they're entitled to understand everything. And I don't agree with that. Yeah, you can become a drug addict because you were beaten or abused or neglected. But there's people out there that became drug addicts and came from great families. You can get there a million different kinds of ways. But if you were starting out in life and you had choices, do you know anybody that raises their hand and said, I really aspire to have a relationship with someone that's full of problems, has an addiction, and live the rest of my life for them? Hell no. And here's another thing I want to bring up too. These people are, asking me about this weight stuff. I've explained this weight stuff before, but I'm not apologizing for not liking heavy women. Not doing it. And maybe this will sink into you critics out there that think that I fat shame and stuff. I don't. I would help out a heavy person. I have before. I even paid for somebody's weight loss thing one time. No problem. If you broke down the side road, neighbor, no problem. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, this is what he sound like to me, man. I'm not even trying to be funny no more. He sound like the corny white cat that's always trying to prove himself to a black cat that he got some black friends though. You know what I'm saying? That's what he sound like, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't be racist. I have black buddies. If you're gonna dish something, man, stick to it. Don't backtrack and try to clean up the bullshit that you just done left out. You done left behind you, dog. Don't backtrack and try to clean the shit up. If you're gonna spit the shit, then live with it.
From personal interest, it's not attractive to me. It's not. Sorry, I'm not apologizing for it. And maybe this will help, because I was thinking of this driving home from Sault Ste. Marie last night. They say, oh yeah, there are people to it. Yep, get all that, understand it, fashion bug plus, yep, you should be able to get a bikini. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Good for you. Whatever you want to do, I wish the best for you. But here's something that maybe will kind of ram my point home. In our culture, anywhere in the world for that matter, do you know of anybody that's advertising on TV a clinic where you can gain 100 pounds in 2 months? For $99 that they're going to help you gain 100 pounds.
Yeah. Yup. It's called gyms, dog. You that damn slow? What you think bodybuilding is? Bodybuilding is people that's gaining muscle but losing fat. Yeah, dog. They actually gaining weight, but yet they're losing their fat. So you so damn intelligent though, but you don't know that. Let's get it, man. Woody woo woo, daddy long stroke. Yeah. Nitty baby, D City. Rock with me, kick it with me, fade with me. Come kick it with your brother Frank Nitty. D City like, baby, you know how we get it straight gritty, no pity.
In 2 months, and then a year from now, none of your clothes are going to fit you because of their program. They're going to show you how to get obese. Anybody signing up for that? Anybody raising their hand? You see it on TV? Is it in a magazine? That's my point. So quit acting like this is some misunderstanding on my part. It's not. Don't find it attractive, personally. But if you're just someone that's that way that needs help, I'd be helped. But we all.
We know what you like. We know what you like. You ain't got to keep explaining yourself, $10 Tommy. We know you like beaten down, run down crackheads. We know you like that. We know you like the athletic body that Becky got. That thick ass neck that actually looked like a man. We know that's what you really like though, right? You like that, right? I'm not trying to talk about you, Becky, but that's the truth though. You know what I'm saying? You got a thick ass neck for a bitch. You know what I'm saying? With a little tiny ass head. You know what I'm saying? But he likes that kind of shit though. You know what I'm saying? He likes that kind of shit. But he want to dish anything else. But here he is, he sits his butt up in an Astro van all day. And then when he get out, he looks like oh man, I can't even think of the name right now, man. But he ain't nothing hellable to look at, man. You know what I'm saying? He he's a fat cat himself, you know. But he want to sit up here and start fat shaming somebody or judging somebody on the way they look. You know what I'm saying? When he over here looking like the Pillsbury Doughboy. Yeah, there you go. He looking like the Pillsbury Doughboy. But he want to judge somebody, man, when he ain't looking like shit himself.
Over helping you. I just don't like it personally. Sorry. Yeah. It's nuts. No, but it's like anything, you know, where there's smoke, there's fire. I think addiction's complicated, right? But, you know, minus a crystal ball, you know, I mean, baseball gets rid of people that don't have good winning records, teams that don't win and don't go to tournaments. I mean, there's a myriad of...
So basically, $10 Tommy saying he looking at his channel and at his community now as some type of league, some type of team that he got. That now he got to start cutting cats and distracting far as oh man. Getting rid of people. Let's hear this cat though.
Circumstances that come together for perceived success. You know, everybody wants to be a winner. And I'm just saying that life's complicated enough that to get involved personally with someone with a whole slew of issues that are probably never going to go away. That's the point here. Yeah. No, that's true. No, you're right about that. Yeah, you're right about that. A lot of things you can get addicted. People do change, but you know what? I'd rather have someone that's not there to begin with. And I don't think I need to apologize for it.
Why that conversation even came up, and why even the thought of you being with a woman that's an addict even came into your mind, unless the fact that it's a reality that you've been living for the last, 10 to 12 years, fool? Chasing these crackheads.
Yeah, but you know, attractives.
Chasing these crackheads down 4th Street and now down Michigan, and now you see ain't nobody want to deal with your butt no more, because they see that $10 Tommy ain't even doing what he used to though. Come on now. You only showing up once in a blue. When you promised these women you was gonna be there for them, dog. You promised these women all type of shit, and now you lying to them. You know that ain't right.
Subjective. It's subjective. Yep, all out your opinions. That's exactly right. There was a guy that I knew that went to the gym that I went to in Chicago, and he worked at this adult video store. And it was right close to a Lebanese restaurant I used to eat at in Chicago. I go in there once in a while, not just to talk to him, to rent some damn porno movies. And they had a mini section of maybe 50 videos, and it was these super heavy women in bikinis and mud wrestling and you name it, whatever, man. It ran the gamut of things they were doing, right? And I asked him one day, What's the deal with this section, man? I mean, who's renting this stuff? Now, there are people out there that have fetishes for heavy women. That's a no-brainer. We get that, right? He said, you want to be honest with you? He said, the majority of those videos and DVDs and all that stuff are rented for bachelor parties. The people have a bachelor party and they rent one and they just plug it in. They all get drunk and they're laughing and stuff. That made sense to me. I'm not saying it's okay, but had I not asked him and I just walked in there and saw that section, I'd think, oh wow, guess there's people really into this, huh? But as it turned out, and this guy worked there the whole time he went to college, they weren't into it to the reasons that I thought they were. It was like kind of a, comedy, entertainment. The majority of the rentals were for bachelor parties. Much different than the section where there were super cute looking Dallas cheerleader type girls. Those people that rented those videos were renting them for a completely different reason.
You just seem weird, man. Why would you be worrying about what somebody else doing to get off the way they get off? Why would that be if your concern? Why did that even come to your thought? I don't care if you've seen it or not. You up in a jack-off spot. Why is that? Why is the next man getting off? Why is that coming to your thought? That just don't seem manly to me, man. Something wrong with you, dog.
Now, I'm sure there's somebody out there that's pissed that want to sue these people that rent videos to laugh at. Not my problem. I'd never rent one to laugh at. I'm just telling you what he said. Oh, did you, William? No shit. I mean, you learn some things like this and you just don't, I'm glad I asked. And that's the kind of stuff nowadays that gets you fired from your job. You're working at a place, you're getting married, somebody decides to throw you a bachelor party, and there's 25 of your male coworkers, all presumably straight, maybe not. No hermaphrodites, no transgender, just regular old guys that just like regular old girls. Is that a crime? And you're all drunk and it's your good coworkers' bachelor party and you're having a good time. And then somebody plugs in a DVD of a bunch of fat girls. What am I going to get arrested for that, saying fat? What do I got to describe them at? Plus size? I'll get arrested for that too. So all of a sudden somebody plugs in a DVD of heavy plus size girls mud wrestling or playing badminton. And everybody's laughing their fucking ass off. And there's some sneaky little fucker in the back that turns his iPhone on and it records everybody you work with laughing at these videos while they've been drinking, and they take it to HR and you all get terminated. That's how it is nowadays. If you want to have a bachelor party and you got a sneaky little fucker in the back with an iPhone, if you're going to project anything, it needs to be nothing. No sound, no picture, no nothing. That's the only way you're not going to get fired nowadays. This is what the world is shaken down to. Yeah. Yep. This is what it's come down to. Snitch world, yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter if there's any perception of any, they'll bring you into HR. It's like, hey, Tom, I'd like you to come into the office today. We're going to terminate you. It's like, why? Well, we've got 20-minute video clip, and you were laughing with everybody else that we're terminating.
Because you're a follower, dog. So that's the moral of the story, y'all. $10 Tommy is a follower. He care what the popular crowd is talking about. He care what the inside crowd is speaking on, and he look down on anybody that don't got his income or his is on his level of owning property or however he look at life, reading books, whatever, man. $10 Tommy judging your ass as soon as he meets you. Know that, dog.
Two very heavy women playing.
Now he kept on talking about heavy women for probably another 5 minutes. I don't want to hear that shit though.
I never saw that one, Lana. Yeah. No, I wouldn't call you fat, Dolly. I wouldn't think he is fat.
See, he's still talking about him. I done went on about 5-10 minutes, and he's still talking about it, man.
I wouldn't think he is fat. Yeah, Windsor's a great. I spent a ton of time in Windsor. I love Windsor. It's just like Detroit, though, not like it used to be. What is? It's like when people say, "Oh, the Tigers aren't going to win the World Series this year." It's like, well, who is then? Who is going to win it? That shuts them up. It's like, well, nothing is like it ever was before. Anything, I don't care what it is. The grass is taller than it was. It's hotter than it was. Yeah. Oh, Albert, good for you. You ought to write a book. I got a buddy like that. He's a big, tall, good-looking guy, airline pilot. And he used to say that all the time. But people talk a lot of shit, and it sometimes doesn't have any credibility behind it. I mean, this guy had women coming out the yin-yang, and he said, and he would always come back and say, look, fat women need love too. I said, so you don't have any, it doesn't matter to you? He said, no. Fat, heavy, medium, I don't care. I'll screw them all. It's like, oh, okay. It's like, Bill, it's funny. I've been over to your house and I've seen your photo albums, and I know 4 of the 5 ex-wives you've had, and none of them were heavy. So maybe I just missed something, but if you really stuck to this mantra and that heavy-set women were attracted to you, how come I don't see any pictures of you with them? Well, Well, I guess I just never, took pictures when I was with them. It's like, yeah, you're full of shit. That's why there are no pictures of them. So if you set the traps properly, you can catch people in their just outlandish, full of shit comments that have no teeth. It's a turboprop, just took off. Let's see what it is. It's a King Air. Like today's a hot, humid day. I guarantee you, all across the Midwest, there's going to be somebody killing themselves in an airplane because of density altitude. It happens every year. They're going to pack up all their shit. They were at Mackinac Island for the week. All the stuff they bought while they were there. And they're going to run right off the end of a 35-foot, 100-foot runway and clip the top of some 50-foot trees because of density altitude. Happens all over the country. This is like the worst day you could have for flying. Density altitude's high here. It's a hot, humid day. The good news is we're not that high, about 1,000 feet. But today is a bad day for getting off the ground in a normally aspirated airplane. Oh, for the bridge? Nah, I don't give a shit about it. Only thing that I feel good about the bridge is that those Maroons are getting fucked out of a bunch of money. What a bunch of pricks. They hate them in Canada worse than they do in the United States. Biggest slum landlords Detroit ever had. So it's nice to see somebody get pissed off so bad that they built a bridge so they didn't need to use yours. So in that aspect, I'm happy for it. But other than that, I don't give a shit. As you know, Canada's paying for that bridge. I'll probably be dead by the time a car actually goes across it. I mean, I don't believe any of the numbers. Look how long it took to do the Zilwaukee Bridge. Even if the bridge was completed now, you still can't go over there. You know, with COVID and all this horse shit. Speaking of that, I wonder if truckers have an exemption because they consider that essential travel. It would seem to me like it would be, but you never know. Because anywhere Canada borders the United States, their businesses have just been dead because of no tourism. Even when I was up in North Dakota, 90% of that restaurant's business was in Canada, but no non-essential travel basically put them out of business. Oh, Port Huron, okay. That's a great place to watch freighters. This time of year, it actually will get better throughout the summer. July and August as the deck angle gets lower. And those freighters are making that turn to head out into the lake. And the sun hits the side of that boat as it's setting. It's beautiful. Yeah, they need a new bridge because they hate the Marone family. The pricks that own the one that's there now. They're just impossible to deal with. Greedy. The dad died, now the son's running it. Yeah, that's why. They got tired of their bullshit. That's why. To me, it doesn't make any sense that a private entity would own an international thoroughfare anyway. It's stupid. Yeah, they pissed off people so bad that they built another bridge. That just speaks volumes. I mean, this bridge is going to be, Canada's paying for the whole thing. I mean, it's an old, outdated design. That bridge needs all sorts of shit. Look at what the Maroons did over on the Windsor side of the Ambassador Bridge. It looks like the ghetto now. They're known for that. So it's nice to see them get bent over. Michigan, I would say that, let's see, favorite spot? I'd say the Leelanau Peninsula, up where Mary lives. Northport, Omena, that area. I mean, it looks like paradise. You're driving around there. Not Traverse City, north of Traverse City. I think Traverse City is overrated up the yin yang. It's nice, but it's not that nice. As you go down, you head into town after you've come off 72 and you head south on 31. It looks like cheap, slimy, low-priced Florida. The beaches are a joke. Everything's super overpriced. Yeah, I think Traverse City's overrated. Let's see, in West Branch? Who was it, do you know? What was their names? And do you know what kind of airplane they had? I should know about this. That's what I told you. That's what it'll get you. Density, altitude. Read about it. There's some YouTube videos. There's a guy out in California someplace. killed, I think it killed them all. It'll show you a density altitude taker. This is what it looks like. They get at the end of the runway, you hear the engine wind up, they're going down the runway, and they don't look like they're going as fast as they should, because they're not. The water molecules are taking up a big space of the air that prop is trying to get a bite out of. And the pilot's realizing this, so he's pulling the nose up, creating more drag when he should be leaving it down. So basically they're screwed, but the very second that pilot advances that throttle, they go down, the pilot's seeing the runways, he's running out of runway, so he's pulling that nose up, which is the worst thing you can do. What you should do is abort the takeoff and realize, if you go out places high with hot weather, you'll see they have orange cones on the side of the runway. And that's for the dumbass that doesn't know how to figure out density altitude. And they've dumbed it down. It's like, hey Johnny, when you take your whole family and you're taking off, if you're not airborne by the time you look out the side of the window and see that orange cone, you need to abort the takeoff. They can't dumb it down any better. And it actually is very effective. If you're not airborne by this part of this length of the runway, you shouldn't be taking off. And it works. 747's got crazy power. That's a transport category airplane. It shouldn't even be in the same conversation with a typical small private airplane. It's apples and oranges. They don't even take off at full power. They've got so much power. They have to demonstrate that they can take off with a full load under the worst conditions with half their engines operating. You don't have to do that in small private airplanes. Most small private airplanes, if you lose an engine on takeoff, a twin engine airplane, like a 421 or a 310, you might as well start off saying your Hail Marys, especially if you're a gross weight. But jet aircraft are like, have power up the ass. It's not prop planes are the ones that I'm talking about. Single engine props, 172s, 182s, twin engine airplanes. You lose an engine on takeoff, and it's lights out. Now the theory on those is if you lose an engine at altitude, and even a lot of twin engine airplanes, they won't hold altitude when one engine conks out. But if it was at night and you were flying from Mackinac to Ann Arbor and you were in a twin engine airplane, you lost one engine at 5,000 feet, no big deal. You're at 5,000 feet. If you're doing the same trip in a Cessna 172, big deal, because you're coming down in the dark off an airport, and that is not necessarily good odds. The theory behind twin engine airplanes is reliability if something is to go wrong after you're airborne at a safe altitude. It's not going to do you shit taking off. There's a joke in flying. If you have a twin engine airplane and as you're taking off you lose an engine, just shut down the one that's still running and get it over with. There's an element of truth to that. No, not really. Paramotors, super dangerous. The statistics are there. I think that's right next to riding motorcycles. I just looked this up the other day. If you Google the unsafest sports, paramotors is right up near the top. Super dangerous. You know, the wings collapse. You know, if a crosswind crops up when you're up in the air and you don't have a runway where you can land into the wind, it's a problem. You couldn't pay me to go on one of those damn things. I mean, it looks fun and you're up there like Mary Poppins, but gyrocopters, paramotors, all that stuff, ultralights. Once you get out of a certified airplane, all bets are off. You know, people think too, it's like you go to Hawaii, Traverse City does it too. You go to Hawaii, you go on vacation, you see these people parasailing, and you think, wow, that looks fun. I bet that's a great view. Yeah, a lot of quadriplegics and paraplegics. It's unsafe. And it's funny because, you know, if I said, you know, I'd like you to get on this unicycle and ride down the middle of New York City, you'd say, oh, there's no way in hell I'm doing that. That's crazy. But when they're on vacation and they see this big multicolored sail and a nice couple laughing their ass off from about 200 feet in the air, having fun, they don't think a thing of it. No kidding, it's the way it goes.
$10 Tommy, you just don't think like everybody else. That's what I comes up with. Your thinking ain't just like the regular person. I will never be jealous of a couple that's skydiving or risking their life, bungee jumping, or doing anything that I may feel that may endanger their life, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't even go to concerts for just that reason. You know what I'm saying? People can get traffled on and stuff, far as like, you know, overlapping over each other if something should ever go down. It's a lot of things I wouldn't do because somebody else doing it, man. But I see you be jealous because somebody done did a little more than you. That makes you jealous, don't it? But you ain't them, dog. You can never be them. No more they can be $10 Tommy the Creeper from West Branch. Loving coming to the D. Talking about you vacation. You don't vacation here. You stay here. You vacation in West Branch. That's your vacation home. Because it's boring as fuck there. I see you got a nice crib, but it's boring. You wake up just to motherfucking see exactly what you see. What's in front of you. Just the sky blue air, and the green sky, and the green trees, but ain't no people out there. It ain't the city, baby. And that's what you miss. You miss the D, baby. You miss the population. You miss all the easy meets and greets. That's why you was trying to set everybody else up with the same shit. But now you walking away like if you ain't never started that shit. You started the meet and greet. You already know you did. Kelly and Marty, all that type of shit. You started the meet and greet, dog.
I mean, I feel the same way about motorcycles. Believe me, I'd love one. But I'm smart enough not to ride one. If it was just a matter between life and death, I can handle that. It's being a quadriplegic that scares me. I'd have to pay somebody $25 a day to come out and let Daisy out while I steered myself around with my mouth in my living room. Fuck that.
See, that's how a fool think. How you know how you gonna end up, bro? How you know how you gonna leave this earth? You don't know. But here you is, acting like your worst thought is somebody else's existence. That's some $10 Tommy shit for you though, dog.
No, it's true, yeah. Yeah, I'm not kidding you, man. I'm not doing it. You know, it's like when I was young, I would get in an airplane with anybody, you know, to go for an airplane ride. But as I aged and I saw things that happened, I thought, man, god damn, am I lucky to ever survive with these idiots taking me for a plane ride, just doing stupid shit. But when you don't know anything, you know, give you an example.
You say when you got marbles in your head? You say when you don't know anything, man. No, when you got marbles in your head. You know what I'm saying? When you still chewing on bubble gum, still a damn follower, yet you're an old ass man. That's the shit you talking about?
There's a guy I used to know that was an air show pilot. He was an engineer big shot engineer for Chrysler. But he did air shows on the side. And he just seemed like a cool dude when I was young. He always had a bunch of good-looking girls around him. He'd take me for plane rides. But as I aged, I just got to see some of the stupid shit this guy did that I didn't realize when I was younger. Let me give you an example. One time, this moron, he never could keep girlfriends for some reason. He must have been into some weird shit. Because he could certainly get them on the first date, but it didn't last long after that. So here's an example. This guy has a master's degree from a good private college. Great job doing these air shows. Looks like he's got it made. If I do something really stupid, you're probably not going to find out about it because I'm embarrassed that I did something so asinine. Keep it to myself. This guy just bragged about it. Here's what he did. He's always trying to meeting these women through dating services, stuff like that. He goes over to Wisconsin, flies across the lake. I do that too. A lot of people won't take a single engine airplane across the lake.
He's sitting up here acting like he talking about a lady killer. He's sitting over here acting like he talking about a Mac. And yet he talking about somebody that goes on a dating service to try to meet somebody, dog. This who this fool following. This who he talking about.
I do. The airplane doesn't know it's over water. There's two schools of thought, but that's another conversation. Anyway, he goes to Wisconsin, and he's somewhere over near around Milwaukee. No flight plan, not a big deal. A lot of people don't file them when it's nice weather and you know where you're going. And he says that as he's flying, he looks out the window and he sees an airplane upside down. And he thinks that's odd. And it kind of scared him and he just kept on flying. He eventually got to where he was going, somewhere out near Wisconsin. You want to know what this guy did? You ready for this? And he did shit like this more than once. Not this bad, but crazy unsafe things. You know what he did? He flew right through the middle while an air show was going on at an airport. The guy was doing a performance. Flew right through an ongoing performance at an active air show. It doesn't get any stupider than that. Yeah, but he would do stuff like that all the time. I mean, not that bad, but, just careless, stupid shit. He's still alive. Every once in a while I look him up on the internet. He's like 83 now. Living down in Florida, which is a perfect place for him. Yeah, I'm not kidding you. I was up at Mackinac Island one time. And there was a guy up there in an old tri-pacer. I had a tri-pacer. I had a 54. It was my first airplane, actually. And, tri-pacers were famous for getting into places where you couldn't get out. I mean, they had a short wing. I mean, they were underpowered. Just because an airplane has 4 seats doesn't mean you can put 4 people in it. That kills a lot of people. What it usually means is you can put 1.5 people in it and your lunch on the back seat. Yeah, don't let the seat thing fool you. And they were it was 4 people, and they were all like 200-pound people. And I just happened to hear this guy. Now, there aren't any obstacles at Mackinac Island. And once you get off the runway, you're pretty much, especially if you're heading west, you're over the water. And generally, you're going that way because the wind's coming out of the west. And they had tanked up somewhere on the Petoskey or something. And I heard this guy talking. And they were going to take off, and that day they were taken off into the east. All sorts of packages for people. And when we were out at the airport, I said to the guy, I said, you know, it's none of my business, but I own that same airplane, 135 horsepower tri-pacer, and you're taking off into the east, and, you know, I'm just guessing at the weight of the people, and I heard you saying that you got fuel in Petoskey, and I see you got a lot of stuff. It's not my business, but, you know, you got your work cut out for you with that airplane under these conditions, clearing those trees. And he said, no, I think I can make it. And I said, like, okay. So we're out there about 15 minutes later, he came up to me and he says, and here's the thing on those older airplanes, you don't have the good data like you had on the newer ones. So he came up, he said, do you really think that there'd be a problem? It's like, yeah, I really do. You're over gross weight, I guarantee you are, especially at full fuel. And you're in a short-winged Piper, which is a terrible performer even under the best conditions. And he said, well, what would you do? And I said, honestly, I would wait till tomorrow morning, and there's a better chance that the wind will be coming out of the west, and it'll be cooler in the morning. That's what I do. But here you go. This is how it kills a lot of people. You're getting ready to go. Everybody's got to be to work on Monday. Well, they ended up spending another night, and I often wondered, you know, he might have made it, but I'm telling you, if you crunch the numbers, it was marginal. Hey, you know, William, you know what, though, William? I think I know somebody who knew those people. That was a tri-pacer, wasn't it? They were in a tri-pacer, weren't they? Piper tri-pacer. Yeah, I know a guy that knew those people. I forgot that happened in West Branch. They were in a Piper tri-pacer. It's just exactly the story that I just got done telling you about. The same scenario. That's the same scenario. Yeah, they were in a Piper tri-pacer. Killed the whole damn family. Yep. I'm pretty sure they were out of, weren't they out of Grosse Ile? Somewhere down around there? The guy said, well, okay. So they got up. They left, and when we were getting off the ship later, you know, they unload your cars for you. That guy came up to me and thanked me. So I'm assuming that he Googled it. But, yeah, I say something. I mean, the worst thing that can happen is they can say, shut your mouth. I've had that happen. Why? But you know what they do? From a fly to a mouse to an elephant to a fish to a bird, everything uses its last bit of energy to not die.
Why is this fool talking about death? Why is this fool man on death, man? You getting creepy, man.
And they slip right under the water when it's quiet and calm. You never hear a word. And all of a sudden, people notice that they're not around anymore. And that's when they call 911 and start looking. But by then, it's too late. It's exactly right. It's a silent death most of the time. I've told lifeguards before it pulls, hey, man, your job out here is to be looking around, not bullshitting with some girl in a bikini. If I see you doing it again, I'm going to go ask to speak to your supervisor. You're up here fucking around talking to her. You're supposed to be looking around. And the reason I said that is because that's exactly it. It's a silent death. And you wouldn't think a lifeguard could be a lifeguard not know this, but he's sitting chatting to this damn girl in a bikini looking down off his tower. Kid could have been drowning right then. It's not peaceful. It's not. There's nothing more. Ask somebody with COPD. Same thing, only it's above the water instead of below. There's nothing peaceful about suffocating. I mean, if you gave me a choice between 4-stage lung cancer and drowning, I'd probably take drowning. But it's not peaceful. And if you ever know, a guy pointed this out to my dumbass one time when I was young. And you'd have thought that I could have figured this out alone, but after he said it, I think about it all the time. And it was about death and dying. And he said, Tom, I don't know if you probably never thought about it in this sense, but every single living thing does whatever it can to keep from dying. Whether it's a trapped animal, something that's about to drown, an insect that's going to get swatted, a virus, bacteria, everything will fight its ass off naturally, automatically, to stay alive. Why? Yeah, it's a damn good question. Why? But you know what they do? From a fly to a mouse to an elephant to a fish to a bird, everything uses its last bit of energy to not die.
Mr. Tom Reed, everybody. $10 Tommy.
Yeah, struggling to breathe. I think it's a really bad way. COPD is a perfect example. I was lucky enough. For some reason, I never had any interest in smoking. I never even tried smoking. I don't think I'm a better guy because I didn't. None of that. Never smoked marijuana. I don't give a shit one way. If people want to smoke it, that's fine. But I was lucky enough when I was about 21 years old to go to a...
Somebody tell me, what's the difference in smoking cigarettes and smoking marijuana, even smoking crack? When you eat booty, motherfucker, you eat booty. We all know you do. You's a booty eater. That's why you're looking for Becky like you done lost your damn scruples.
Autopsy and see the inside of the lung tissue of a person that had smoked for 40 years. And any little remnants I'd had of considering smoking anything, like the guy that runs the Red Roof Inn wanted to take me to a hookah thing or a hookah or whatever the hell they call that. I'm not exactly sure what it is where you breathe in some shit. It's not tobacco. I don't even know what's in there. There's no way you couldn't pay me $10,000 to inhale any...
Y'all know where I'm finna go with this. Why would another man, $10 Tommy, be offering you a damn thing, especially to take you out somewhere so he can get your ass high? Why is that, $10 Tommy? When it get late, you get real freaky, huh? It don't even matter which sex it is. I see you, boy.
Thing into my lungs. And on that note, I want to tell you this too. I'll tell you something else that'll damage the hell out of your lungs. Aerosol sprays, for one. But you know what gets a lot of people, gives them permanent lung damage? Sitting around inhaling smoke from a campfire. Like I told you, Dolly, with your daughter-in-law, when you're up there, people go around and want to gawk at these forest fires. Me too. I want to see the forest on fire and what they're doing about it. But I'll tell you this, I make damn sure that I'm upwind of it. Smoke is very hazardous to your lung. I'm not talking about smoking cigarettes, whether it's a house fire, a grass fire, the woods catching on fire. I've even got off the expressway before because there's a fire on the road, and I don't want to be slow downwind of these cars that are on fire. I don't want to breathe all that shit in, especially when you've got plastic melting. You'll see in Detroit, our house will be on fire and everybody's just out there watching. Yeah, make sure you're upwind of it. I'm not kidding. It's another one of these things. You're going to die the next morning? No. Are you going to die 10 years from now because you did that? Maybe. It's not worth it. Stay away from all smoke under any circumstances. Here in National Forest burning down isn't any better for your lungs than to...
My warning for you and my advice for you, $10 Tommy, stay away from eating prostitute booties. Keep your tongue, your mouth, and your damn tonsils out of their asshole. You know what I'm saying? You may live a little longer too, though.
Cars that hit head-on 8 Mile Road in Detroit. Smoke is smoke. It's damaging. If you look at the inside tissue of a lung, it looks like crepe paper. Very delicate. There's a lot of interesting theories on asthma and what causes an overactive immune system. Same with allergies. It doesn't make sense the way humans have evolved. It doesn't add up. I don't quite get it. I have a book on anaphylactic shock that I haven't read yet. I'm really looking forward to reading it. That's another thing. Human beings should evolve away from things like that. The numbers shouldn't be as high as they are. And I'll never figure out why, but it's an interesting subject. Anaphylactic shock. You should not die from a bee sting. And by the way, more people die from wasps than bees. Peanut allergies, maraschino cherries. Same with alcoholism. In theory, human evolution, you should evolve away from substances that hurt you. Doesn't make sense. Alcoholism is a perfect example. No, that's exactly right. Yeah. As it put her in respiratory failure, sure will. Yep. I see, I just happened to catch an article this morning when I turned my phone on of a girl, I guess she's a stripper or a porno girl or something. Evidently there's YouTubes or TikTok videos going up where these people are ingesting a bunch of energy powder. And she had a heart attack. She's 20 years old. She lived. But I'm not familiar with this, but I just happened to notice it this morning. Died of a heart attack.
Didn't he just say she lived? Then he gonna say she died? Man, make up your mind. Make up your mind, dog.
I don't believe that turning water into wine story. I don't believe it. I don't believe in the burning bush either. I think it's just something that got started that just went haywire over years. I don't believe it at all.
Atheist.
It's a parable. It was never real. It was just made up bullshit.
Atheist.
It's not true, Albert.
You telling somebody else how to think. Now, if that ain't crazy, what is?
It's not true. In high school or college where there's 20 people in a circle and you start out a story. The summary of the Book of Thomas. The Book of Thomas. that, Toronto. That's logical. I would think that's true, yeah. I mean, in this Virgin Mary story, give me a break. Come on now. The date keeps changing on when Jesus was born. So to the location. In the Garden of Eden, I'm still laughing over. Come on. Adam and Eve. Give me a break. Oh, no. Holy Spirit's mythological. It's a created, fictitious being that never really existed. It's nuts. And you Catholics even took it a step further with purgatory. Come on. I mean, you guys take people that with 12 kids and you annul the marriage saying that it was never consummated properly. I mean, you guys are just off the charts, mentally ill. You all need to have immediate psychiatric care. Somebody with 10 kids and their marriage gets annulled because it wasn't consummated properly. It didn't get any nuttier than that. Oh, good. You're lucky, Eric Gold. Congratulations. Congratulations. You guys are losing it. No, I mean, it's just crazy, man. And half these people don't know what they're talking about anyway. Here's another one that I think it'll shut you up. I'm going to throw out there. I mentioned this before. Simca, Dolly, I'm talking to you two now. I don't want any confusion. Do you believe in deathbed repentance? Do you believe in it?
Hey, everybody get it. Everybody get it. We all get how weird he is, right? He's ready to have an argument over religion, over somebody's faith. Just to prove, just to make himself feel like he's important. If that ain't weird, man, if that ain't some Ted Bundy weird ass shit, everything to me weird, man. Jim Jones type shit. He just weird. He think he just the smartest and the most intelligent and the most outseen person that can see everything in the world because he read books. And whatever else he gonna add on to it. It just seemed kind of weird to me, man. He come off like that to me, dog. So, let's finish it up though. And just go ahead and finish up with this food, what he talking about. But I don't want to hear nothing about no religion no more. I'm done with the religion shit. Real talk though.
It's even more that marriage is important and that it's for life. They don't bring up death till you depart. And breaking the vows of a sacrament and how that panned out afterwards and why. That's
creep.
That the good things that I've done. I think I get an A-. But I don't think I'm going there either way. I think I'm just gonna die. And if it is true, which it could be, I'm not saying that what Dolly and Simkin isn't true. I'm just saying that I don't believe in it. I don't consider that part of my life. It's not in my plans. But I could be wrong. I could be. I understand this. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm saying that I don't believe it. I don't use that as part of my life. No, but I think God would, not the Jesus thing, but the God thing, he would give me an A- for my good works. But good works can't get you to heaven alone, but like I said, I'm not looking at it that way anyway. I think I've been a good guy, mostly. Well, there's a big, huge hole in your story now, Simca. If you read Acts, it's very clear that church attendance, you want to please God, you'd want to go there. And the whole theory of that is that it's just an empty building until the congregation shows up. And you're supposed to witness and rub elbows with fellow Christians. And you're not doing that. And that's spelled out pretty clearly.
Atheist. $10 Tommy, atheist.
No, they don't, but they're a good idea and you'd want to do them. No, they don't get you to heaven alone. At least that's what the Bible says. That's true. No, but Simca, Donnelly, both of you are supposed to witness to other people. When you see the homosexual in a sign on the street, you're supposed to pull over and you're supposed to let him know that this is wrong. When you see the transgender bathroom getting built, you're supposed to witness to them too. You're not supposed to remain silent. This is super clear in Christianity.
Atheist. $10 Tommy.
No, you're right about that, George.
Atheist.
And the apple that Eve bit into was really a pomegranate. It wasn't an apple. Oh, D'Angelo. Oh, thank you. I'll give it away. You didn't need to do that. I appreciate it. Send me your address. I'll send you something nice. Yeah, that's what all my religious friends think. That, you know what they say? One guy that ran a huge congregation in Orlando, like 30,000 followers. He liked me and I liked his wife, and I would see them when I was in Florida and blah, blah, blah. And they just had to find a way to find an out on how they could have a friendship with me and not be crazy. And you know what he came up with? And I really give him credit. Bright guy. What he came up with was that he didn't see anything in my behavior that made him think that I didn't believe in God, even though I constantly told him I wasn't a Christian. So he pulled a rabbit out of a hole. He had to come up with a way that he could have a friendship with me, but still save face as a man of the cloth. And I thought that was pretty damn sharp of him. Oh, thank you, John. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Sweet of you. Thank you. Is it Dan? Am I pronouncing that right? Thank you for doing that. No, but Sipka, you're supposed to witness to them. Do you straighten them out? If you're friends with them particularly, you're supposed to witness to them about the belief in Jesus Christ. Do you do that? Or do you just respect their beliefs and you don't say anything? Because if you do that, that's wrong too. Oh, really? Air-cooled. Now look, I'm telling you, air-cooled, if you ever see me down there at the airport and I'm getting on a big airplane and I'm flying someplace and the pilot comes on and says, be prepared for a crash, I'm going to be praying like a motherfucker. I am, because under those circumstances, I want to cover every base. And why not? I mean, why wouldn't I just say, God, I hope I don't get killed in this plane crash? It's worth it.
A fake-ass atheist. Now you're a fake-ass atheist. Make your mind up, man. Either you're an atheist over here spitting on the name of God, spitting on his words, giving your own version of the story. Now you want to say you're a prey to him. Atheist, you're a fake-ass atheist, man. You don't even know which way you fly.
Hey, Colleen. And I'm also sentence. We're just partying over here today. Now that ought to get me somewhere. Do you agree with that, Albert? Yeah. I'm going to thank him too. No, absolutely not true, Simke. You're supposed to witness to people that have not seen the light. That's not a way of describing it, pushing it down their throats. That's the way a non-believer would describe it. You're supposed to witness to non-Christians.
Man, look. No more you like Jehovah Witnesses knocking on your door bright and early in the morning with their lovely, very well-mannered faces. No more you want them knocking at your door consistently to try to let you know the word, to try to let you know their version of the story. Nobody want to hear your atheist ass say a damn thing about the Lord. I don't want to hear you say shit about the Lord, dog. Talk about Lucifer. That's the shit you know. Talk about Lucifer, dog. Don't talk about the Lord, especially motherfucker when you've been spitting on his name and continue to spit on his word.
And help them see the light. That's in the Bible everywhere. All of them. Thank you, Albert. I think they're about the same as far as I know. No, you are definitely supposed to, when you see the homosexual with a sign, you're supposed to pull over and inform him of the benefits of being a Christian. That is part of being a Christian.
Like you do with the prostitution? Like you do with the prostitution? How you pull over and offer them some goods and some canned goods and a few dollars for an interview, and we don't know what else, but Shady Sharon wanted to tell us more, but she shut her trap up though. You know what I'm saying? Horsemouth couldn't say no more. So, you know, it'll all come out one day though. So we'll just sit back and enjoy the show. Woody woo woo, Daddy Longstroke, and you already know.
It's just like the Bible. You can't pick and choose what parts you like and don't like. Either you believe in it or you don't. And Simke, if you believe in the Bible, when you go to a dinosaur museum, what are you thinking? It's true, Colleen. Well, you know, this is a popular subject. It's the all-time publication as far as sales go. Well, I don't see how you can believe in dinosaurs and believe the timeline Christians put out there with regard to how old the earth is. Oh, good, Daniel. I appreciate it. No, but we're talking about a big difference here. We're talking about the timeline of Christianity, and we're talking about the timeline of dinosaurs. Huge difference. Oh, you do not, West Branch. No, you don't. You don't respect them all. You know that. You're lying. Colleen, are you a Christian? Tragedy to people that are murdered that did the right thing. I could run out of time before I ran out of examples. my body would shut down. Now, anything other than the afterlife, prayer is a total and complete waste of time. You're fooling yourselves. No, waste of money. But, religion's got an answer for everything. If you pray, they say, well, that God decides when things are going to happen. That you don't. It's the timeline that people have trouble with. Now, do I think that if you've got 4-stage pancreatic cancer, that you're going to pray your way out of it? I don't think prayer is supposed to work that way. Like Dolly said, it's this free will thing. Lots of good people dying, but I don't think even being a good or bad person has anything to do with prayer. I mean, religion makes no sense at all amongst the living, but I do think it makes sense with your salvation, that when you die, if it's true, that prayer has something to do with the afterlife. But if you guys think that praying has something to do amongst the living, you really need some serious psychiatric counseling. Because, there's all sorts of examples all day long, all week long, everywhere, from COVID to unfortunate deaths to tragedy to people that are murdered that did the right thing. I could run out of time before I ran out of examples. My body would shut down. That prayer is subjective. It's totally subjective, man. It really is. I mean, if prayer worked, you'd have never got divorced the first time. I mean, is there a Christian out there that wouldn't have rather stayed married to one person like the sacrament says they should have? I mean, wouldn't prayer at least save a marriage? Yeah, me too, Colleen. Take me with you. No, people do, and it's just like placebos and double-blind studies. I believe you feel good when you pray, and maybe that's a good enough reason to do it. If it feels good, do it. I'm just talking about the benefits in the here and now of praying. You know what I mean? Oh, nature does, doesn't it, Susan? Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Autumn. Facts, yeah. Free will is a kicker, big time. Yeah, I would go along with that. No, you're right about that in the brain. Hey, Bugman. Oh, sorry about that. That sucks, Bugman. I know the feeling. Oh. It kind of seems like it, Matt. Yeah, I'd agree with that, Sorry about that. I don't pray for Daisy. What I do is take good care of her and make sure she's up to date on all her medications. Oh, yeah, there you go, Autumn. Well said. We gotta get some little wooden plaques that say that. Sell them at Cracker Barrel. You spelled it right out in the minimum amount of words. No, Bugman, I don't doubt that at all. Not that it's the same, but it's along those lines. I was just reading an article on the internet the other day where they showed magic tricks to birds. They showed magic tricks to birds and none of them fell for it. The observational abilities of animals is 1,000 times better than human beings. I think you hit the nail on the head with that one. Bingo. Totally true. And I have read some pretty good stories on spontaneous remission. And God, I would hope that would happen to you and for your dog. deserves it. No, for sure. That doesn't surprise me a bit. You know, I'm a big animal nut, and I've spent like hours of the ass. I got some great video of a deer today. But there, you know, you don't see the facial expressions on an animal like you do on people. You don't get that kind of clue. It's just the same kind of. I mean, they wag their tail. I'm talking about facial expressions. And when that bird's just sitting on a wire, he's not just sitting on a wire. He's got a supercomputer of staying alive, and staying alive is his ability to size things up in a second or two. It's the same thing with a deer, a raccoon, a bear. You don't catch it in their face, but that's a supercomputer running. They have to be that way or they wouldn't survive. And a dog is a descendant of a wild animal, and I
Man,
believe
this
that.
cat weird as hell, man. You weird, man. You just weird, man. You just weird, man. I'm just listening to some weird ass shit right now, dog. Real talk, man. Motherfucker comparing himself to a dog dying, all type of stupid shit, man, to a deer.
Would just be filled with going crazy again. I think that's why I do it. Now, if you ask me under normal circumstances, I like photography, this, that, you know, most people drive because to get to a place to do something, to eat, to work, where I think it's enough of a distraction to me. That's my calling. But you're right on the hiking thing. All right, Colleen. I don't like hiking either. I think it sucks. I just don't like it. I like to hike to from the front section to the back section of adult video rental. And then after that, I like to hike to the liquor store and then hike back to my computer. That's my idea of hiking.
There you go, $10 Tommy. That's the $10 Tommy we know.
I mean, I like nature, you guys know this, but not too much. I like to watch a squirrel eat a nut for about 30 seconds, and then I'm done with it. Yeah, I'd say I'm kind of retired. I mean, I keep threatening to work, but nobody will hire me. Yeah. I like the idea of it. I'm so far out of like the work environment. I don't even think I probably like am really terrible at everything. I don't think you'd want to hire me as a PI right now. I haven't done a PI case in over 10 years. I'm so out of. I just canceled 2 database things that I've been a PI in for 3 years. I didn't want to use either one of them. It was costing me like $80 a month.
PI and stalking. Is that about the same damn thing? Cause I'll be damn sure you ain't gave up stalking. You been stalking Becky, motherfucker, right on damn lives, videos for the last few years, dog. Last couple of years, man. Yeah, so you ain't gave up no PI. You just don't got no real job, but you got your full-time job, and that's stalking. That's stalking Becky, man. And Becky dipsetting on your ass.
I haven't done. I'm so out of the loop on PI stuff. It'd probably be like a black and white movie. No kidding. I wouldn't in good conscience charge anybody to do PI work because it would just be so terrible. One guy at the post office, wife was fucking around, and it came with a credibility issue on whether she was lying or not. I followed her around, but that was it. That was it. Hey, this lady that sent me $81, I can't help but think that was a mistake or you've been drinking. And I'd definitely be more than willing to refund that to you. I mean, I appreciate it. Thank you. And if I'm wrong, I apologize. But I don't really need $81, to be honest with you. If you want $81 to go to somebody I know, I'll give them my own $81 because I get it from YouTube. But it's a nice gesture, but I just want to be clear on this. No, I don't think I could work a normal job. No, I think I'd be like so terrible as a worker. Hey, Susan, have a good day. No, there's not much I could do. Hey, Stacy. No, I just think she's being a nice person and trying to do a good thing. You know, maybe hit the wrong button or something. She didn't even want me to like give it to anybody. Yeah, I was reading, I was looking at jet skis, and even new jet skis, the old two-stroke, they were only designed for 300 hours, which doesn't sound like much, but when you look at the statistics, the average person that has a jet ski only uses it 20 hours a year. Well, that makes sense then. I mean, I was partying. Who's that, Autumn? I mean, I don't even think this lady that sent $81 is even on here anymore. Yeah. I think it was a mistake. It doesn't make sense. It's just, like if some girl sends me a bikini shot and says she loves my YouTube channel, my radar is on. There's no way we're going to get together because this just isn't reality. And I kind of feel that way on getting $81 on someone I never talked to before. It's just, it doesn't fit into the boundaries of normal. Oh, cool, Bugman. No, yeah, that's some other kind of currency. It said that on mine too, but when it's converted to American dollars, if you look on the top, it shows $81.06. So I don't know whether it was rubies or crypto or I don't know what the hell it was. Probably go to claim it and my goddamn computer will shut down. Some damn super virus. Who the hell isn't clicking on a free $81? Oh, thank you, Autumn. Yeah, if you want to win your way to my heart, you say, Tom, here's $81 on this beautiful Sunday, and I want you to spend it all on porn. Oh, really, Bugman? That much, huh? Yeah, collectors, I don't collect anything anymore. Nothing except antidepressants that are still in the bottle that didn't work. I got a big collection of those. I'm gonna give Daisy my Prozac when Dad doesn't get her the right bones. Yeah, I got a hell of a collection. I did. I won $102. I won $102. Look at Daisy's nose all dirty. Oh, and I gotta get that dirt. Stacy.
$10 Tommy boring, man.
There's never any
I ain't
evidence.
gonna lie, I was going to sleep.
Your nose all dirtied up.
$10 Tommy boring as fuck.
You got your nose all dirtied up, honey. The fuck would I take a picture of one of them for? Porn that when I knock them over, it takes me 45 minutes to reorganize them. I will admit to that. But they're not young girls. They're all 18 and older. And it's not illegal. I don't care if you don't like it. It doesn't make it a crime. But this idea that I'm taking pictures of young girls is a bunch of fucking bullshit. If I did, it was like they were in a buggy in a horse. That's why. It wasn't just a young girl somewhere, you fucking freaks.
Now let me prove my point. It was. Let's see if I can get to this. Give me a moment. It's gonna take a minute. I'm on it. I'm on it. Okay. Let me see if I can find it now. What up, dog? What it do? Nitty, baby, D City, CWG. I appreciate you rocking with me. I know we just be kicking it. And you know, I seen another topic that we can just float with. You know what I'm saying? My bad if I ain't been the best host, but I know y'all the best family that a cat like me can have on a channel such as CWG though. Real talk, you know? So I know y'all held it down and I know we good though, so that's smooth. And we got rid of that fool, I see. We got rid of that fool. Yeah. Appreciate you, brown sugar. FDS, appreciate you. What up, dog? Beautiful flower. What up, dog? What it do? Woody whoop whoop, daddy long stroke, y'all already know. I'm straining my eyes, y'all. So if I ain't saying your name, it ain't because I'm trying to disrespect. It's because I really got bad eyes, and I ain't trying to get no glasses. But let's get this though. Let's get a $10 Tommy. Yeah. This is my Frank Nitty, chosen one T-boy. Chosen one T-boy. Don't please no. Damn.
Listen to that. That's how pathetic these people are. How many of you people out there constantly try to get into places where you know you're not welcome? I mean, that's something you do when you're in the 8th grade. You don't get invited to a party. These are adults, for God's sakes. Always making up fake names, fake IDs. They're just pathetic people. Nobody wants them around. They sit in their little apartment, making up fake names, coming in trying to start trouble because they have no life. Life hasn't worked out for them. Debbie's going to be just like Ollie in another 10 years. Probably 50 pounds heavier, and hopefully she doesn't get evicted and her mom's not around anymore to make the house payment. Oh, well, I saw something about that. A 14-year-old girl? Shit, I'm going to have to start taking a bag of candy up there with me. Put a bead on me. Did the cops end up taking any of them out or not? Shit, you man, it's worth it. I'll pay patty cake with them. Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah, I'll pay patty cake with them. Oh, no kidding, huh? You know, I know a guy down in Southwest, like where I, go on the stroll. He said it's unbelievable to him that how many 14 and 15-year-olds carry guns. Yeah, I'm going to take some white chalk with me so we can play hopscotch. Oh, okay.
Frank Nitty. You like that? Y'all likes that? Yeah. I told you. Anything you want to know about $10 Tommy, you got to come through my vault and check what I already done put out. You know what I'm saying? I've been crushing this cat. I've been told people about how this cat really is and the weird shit that he do. That tells you about his ass, and he don't even hide it. It's just that people just disguise it for the fact that, I don't know why, man. Y'all can't even say it, man. Every time I say it, I'm gonna lose somebody. But it gotta be that reason, dog. It's a call. It's something bigger than the normal shit. Cause it don't make no damn sense. He says it himself, man. Y'all wanna hear it again? You wanna hear it again? What's wrong? What's wrong? Now that you're hearing it, it's too strong. It's too strong now that you hearing it. It was all good though when you want to run your mouth and act like he the good guy though. Now somebody calling you out on it. Now somebody calling you out on it. And now it's a problem. It's a problem. What's the problem?
Going there and ordering sandwiches and eating it in the parking lot. They're fucked up. Socializing with you, but in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, well, why would just the innocent Amish be calling the police on something that didn't happen? This doesn't make sense. I see the Amish in movies. I see their books. I see them down in Indiana. I mean, is this true or not? I hope not. Well, you look at what I presented, and you got an inside track on how fucking nuts they are. Hey, Buttercup. They're full of shit. You know, I'd like to say that one of my haters called them. I would love to be able to tell you that's part of it, but you want to know something, Dally? I don't think they did. I mean, they could have, but if I was betting, I'd give you 10 to 1 odds, which is good odds, that was just that crazy, psycho, cherry bacon bitch that had an axe to grind, that mixed her stories up with me and some fucker that was really doing it. Why would I be doing that and then going there and ordering sandwiches and eating it in the parking lot? Fucking psycho bitch. I mean, it pisses me off. Because people just believe this shit. If she was a damn 65-year-old ex-stripper with a tramp stamp, one of her tits hanging out, and they called the police on me, do you think anybody would have cared? No. They'd look at her and say she's nuts. I doubt that he did that. You can still go in there and order sandwiches, but because it's this hair bonnet bullshit and these horses and bacon pies that everything they say has got to be true. Just.
So you mad because your whole car got pulled? You mad because she pulled your whole car? How many fuckers actually be watching the Amish females while they work or while they go through their daily day? How many fuckers? How many fuckers? Can you tell me? Can you tell me, $10 Tommy? How many fuckers? How many fuckers do the same dumb shit you do? Because you weird, dude. You weird. You ain't right. Them women complained you was doing something wrong, dude. Just like anybody else. Them women said something, they was out to protect their own, while you was out here to do wrong.
Goes to show you it's not. Bunch of fucking horseshit. Yeah. Hey, Watson. Oh, downriver area, okay. Really, it's a bunch of fucking bullshit, man. You couldn't give me a goddamn picture of one of those goddamn girls, even if they were in a bikini. I don't give a fuck about them. I don't even find them attractive. And now, if a prosecutor's trying to ram it up your ass, it's like, well, look, that kind of weirdness, you don't need to find them attractive. It's like, well, look, I'm not going to win this argument. I'm just saying, show me some evidence that I did that. I didn't. I'd tell you if I did it. I don't give a shit. It's not illegal to take pictures of young girls. They make it sound like it's some goddamn baby with a pacifier in their mouth.
It is illegal, bitch. You cannot go to a school and start taking pictures of kids coming out of school. You cannot go to a playground and just start taking pictures of kids playing on the playground. You can do it, but do you understand the consequences to it? Do you? Fool. It's such thing called nature's rule. It ain't got nothing to do with the law. It's nature's rule. And you don't disrespect people's kids. You don't put their kids in danger for nothing, dog. You that stupid? Oh yeah. You is.
And I got a goddamn macro lens over their forehead. Bullshit. Yeah, I mean, crazy. It's not true. But that just goes to show you, that's perception, everything. You know? People buy into this horse shit. If they'd have called from a damn strip club, they would have never even came out there. Fucking goddamn bullshit bakery. Oh yeah, this is very serious. They even came and pulled me over. Fucking driving down the road, not doing anything illegal. I didn't do any of that shit. And I get pulled over for it. I'm thinking, why is this fucking cop pulling me over?
Told you that fool got pulled over for that shit. Told you that fool got his motherfucking whole car checked.
Already knows all my name and shit. It's like, well, you were just at the, they chased me down after I get a sandwich, eat it in the parking lot. You just out there, I said, yeah, but you can't go back there anymore, you trespassed. They don't want you anymore. It's like, why? He said they say you're taking pictures of young girls. It's like fucking bullshit. Go listen to the audio. It's that guy in a white Jeep. Bullshit. Not true, man. Even the fucking cop. Hey, here's another thing, too. If you listen to that audio, this fucking psycho bitch is saying, well, did you check him out? You know, did you check him out? He said, and he like hesitates. And he said, yeah, he's not on the sex offenders list. Yeah, no shit, I'm not on it. And he said, there's nothing obvious. Yeah, that means there's nothing, you goddamn idiot. That suggested to her that they banned me from there. She didn't bring it up, he did. God damn, man. I was being harassed.
He pissed that he got banned from the Amish community. Now he's saying he was being harassed. But at the same time, before all this, he said he wish he could cram that cherry pie up a bitch ass. Yeah, he said all that.
You're not supposed to pull people over for nothing. Fucking people want to know, do I go back there? Fuck no, I don't go back there. You could offer me a lifetime of their shitty cherry pies and I wouldn't go back there. Fuck that place. And I hope I run into that goddamn guy that I interviewed. I'm gonna fucking give him a piece of my mind. You can call the cops on me again. I'll know why they're coming this time. 'Cause I'm gonna chew his phony ass out if I see him.
$10 time. Hey, T-boy, you selling wolf tickets. You ain't finna do a damn thing, dog.
Yeah, I'm used to false accusations. Not until I had a YouTube channel. That's exactly what they are, false.
I bet my whole motherfucking little nothing of 2 cents I got. You remember I ain't got a dime to rub together. So the little dime that I got, maybe the 2 that maybe I make and find, if you know, I might have to find some bottles or scrape up some pennies off the ground. But however I gotta do it, I bet.
Not a shred of proof anywhere. Zero, nothing. You're not gonna ruin my life, no way. My channel's doing better than it ever did.
I bet money you won't bust a grape. You won't bust a grape. You are weak as Kool-Aid. You are sweet as the sweetest lemonade. You ain't gonna bust a grape, man, unless all the odds look like it's your way. Come on over, $10 Tommy. Let's hear $10 Tommy once again, y'all. Why he let y'all know, yeah, that's him for sure.
They want to, even if you're blocked, you can listen listen to that. That's how pathetic these people are. How many of you people out there constantly try to get into places where you know you're not welcome? I mean, that's something you do when you're in the 8th grade. You don't get invited to a party. These are adults, for God's sakes. Always making up fake names, fake IDs. They're just pathetic people. Nobody wants them around. They sit in their little apartment, making up fake names, coming in, trying to start trouble because they have no life. Life hasn't worked out for them. Debbie's going to be just like Ollie in another 10 years. Probably 50 pounds heavier, and hopefully she doesn't get evicted and mom's not around anymore to make the house payment. Oh, well, I saw something about that. A 14-year-old girl? Shit, I'm going to have to start taking a bag of candy up there with me. Put a bead on me. Did the cops end up taking any of them out or not? Shit, you man, it's worth it. I'll pay patty cake with it. Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah, I'll pay patty cake with it. Oh, no kidding, huh? You know, I know a guy down in Southwest, like where I, go on the stroll. He said it's unbelievable to him that how many 14 and 15-year-olds carry guns. Yeah, I'm going to take some white chalk with me so we can play hopscotch. Oh, okay.
Frank Nitty in the city where brother get gritty.
I don't think I'm going to be dealing with Tracy anymore.
It's Frank Nitty.
I think she gave ways to communicate with her on her last interview. So you might want to try and get something to her that way.
Two T's. Two T's. Like two titties.
What are you people out there? Yeah, I mean, they want to, even if you're blocked, you can, listen to that. That's how pathetic these people are. How many of you people out there constantly try to get into places where you know you're not welcome? I mean, that's something you do when you're in the 8th grade. You don't get invited to a party. These are adults, for God's sakes. Always making up fake names, fake IDs. They're just pathetic people. Nobody wants them around. They sit in their little apartment, making up fake names, coming in, trying to start trouble because they have no life. Life hasn't worked out for them. Debbie's going to be just like Ollie in another 10 years. Probably 50 pounds heavier, and hopefully she doesn't get evicted and mom's not around anymore to make the house payment. Oh, well, I saw something about that. A 14-year-old girl? Shit, I'm going to have to start taking a bag of candy up there with me. Put a bead on me. Did the cops end up taking any of them out or not? Shit, man, it's worth it. I'll pay patty cake with it. Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah, I'll pay patty cake with it. Oh, no kidding, huh? I know a guy down in Southwest. Yeah, I mean, they want to, even if you're blocked, you can, listen to that. That's how pathetic these people are. How many of you people out there constantly try to get into places where you know you're not welcome?
Frank Nitty. Two T's, two T's. Like two titties. Woody woo woo. Daddy, 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 daddy. Daddy long, long stroke. CWG, you already know. From my day ones to the new ones, to the ones in between. We stay tight like a fist. We cannot be broken. We ain't going nowhere but to the top. It ain't because we want it. It's just the only way we can go though. We doing our thing. I appreciate y'all holding me down so I can catch my flow. I appreciate y'all just touching bases so we can just run this through so we can show everybody that may be new or may not be on top of this soap opera like we are. That $10 Tommy been disgusting. He been foul, he been scandalous, he been a weirdo from day one. So all my CWG rocks with me. I appreciate y'all. Y'all already know I did this for y'all, man. And I know y'all came back and did it for me. So it's Woody Woo Woo. Frank Nitty, baby. Two T's. Like two titties. Daddy Longstrokes. Frank Nitty in the motherfucking city where brother get gritty. Don't take no pity, yeah. Frank Nitty, baby. Frank Nitty, baby. Frank Nitty, baby. Frank Nitty, baby. Throw the rope, tie the knot. I don't give a fuck if it's a pair of socks. Tie that bitch. And let's motherfucker keep on doing what we do. Cause nobody do it like you. Frank Nitty, two T's, two titties. Hold on. And don't let go. We ain't doing nothing but bringing another episode. Woody woo woo. Daddy, 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 daddy. Daddy long stroke. $10 Tommy, you wanted to be famous? $10 Tommy, you wanted to have your name in lights? $10 Tommy, you wanted everybody to bow down to the shit that you do. Well, this is your moment, $10 Tommy. Once again, it's been a $10 Tommy production. It's been a $10 Tommy production. T-Boy. 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 We see you riding through our hood doing no good. T-Boy, why are you stalking these hoes? Wake up, boy, you doing too much. Woody woo woo. Hey. Hey, daddy, long stroke. Woody woo woo, CWG, you rock, you already know. And to the ladies, thanks for holding down CWG. Frank Nitty, definitely appreciate that. Woody woo. Let's go out with T-Boy, y'all. He wanted to be a star. So I guess he get the last say. T-Boy, y'all. $10 Tommy production. Frank Nitty, baby. CWG rocks with me.
I mean, that's something you deal when you're in the 8th grade, you don't get invited to a party. These are adults, for God's sakes, always making up fake names, fake IDs. They're just pathetic people. Nobody wants them around. They sit in their little apartment, making up fake names, coming in trying to start trouble because they have no life. Life hasn't worked out for them. Debbie's going to be just like Ollie in another 10 years. Probably 50 pounds heavier, and hopefully she doesn't get evicted. Her mom's not around anymore to make the house payment. Oh, well, I saw something about that. A 14-year-old girl? Shit, I'm going to have to start taking a bag of candy up there with me. Put a bead on me. Did the cops end up taking any of them out or not? Shit, you man, it's worth it. I'll pay patty cake with them. Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah, I'll pay patty cake with them. Oh, no kidding, huh? You know, I know a guy down in Southwest, like where I, go on the stroll. He said it's unbelievable to him that how many 14 and 15-year-olds carry guns. Yeah, I'm going to take some white chalk with me so we can play hopscotch. Oh, okay.
Frank Nitty in the city where brother get gritty.
I don't think I'm going to be dealing with Tracy anymore.
It's Frank Nitty.
I think she gave ways to communicate with her on her last interview. So you might want to try and get something to her that way.
Two T's. Two T's. Like two titties. Woody woo woo. Daddy Longstroke. You heard exactly what you motherfucking heard. Yep. I'm out, folks. Papa coming home. Favorite position. Don't ask no questions. From the back door. And you already know. Nitty